the historic Carolla One Studios in Glendale, California, it's the 2021 ACE Awards, celebrating the very best of the Adam Carolla Show this year. Featuring Trophy Girl, Gina Grad, and the seat filler, Bald Brian. And now, your host, Adam Carolla.
Well, here we are again. Can't believe it. Is this our 12th, Dawson? 11th?
Too many to count.
I was laying around thinking about this, and I was thinking, where are we? Did we do one our very first year?
We did one in 2006 on the radio show.
Oh, okay. Well, then maybe it's our 14th or 15th.
In the podcast era, who knows?
Well, I can tell you as the newest cast member, it's my 7th. So it's been a lot.
Wow. So I don't know. Let's figure that one out as we roll into this, because we started in February 09 or something like that.
My guess is 2010 would have been the first ACE Awards, but
yeah, because that was our first full year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's when I started collecting drops and the whole thing.
All right. Well, here we are again. We have a long show, so
hunker down.
I'll try not to do too much filibustering
that's
in
the best
between
part.
bits. Everything reminds me of something. All right, we have some gifts to get through before we get rolling into best impression.
Indeed.
Mm-hmm.
Brian, I feel like you wanted to do something, or does it matter?
Can you give your gift first?
Yeah,
Okay.
It's probably for the best. Mine is thoughtful. That's about it. I got all the boys, not Adam, something. They're all the same, so go ahead and take those out.
Mm-hmm.
Your own little Spurtle set, since we've been talking about the Spurtles.
Nice.
And Adam, this is for you.
Dawson, use your Spurtle to get the last of my goulash that you heisted for me out of the Tupperware.
I would venture to say Spurtles were made for goulash. For the paddle, the scoop, all of it.
It's a wooden paddle scoop all in one tool, except for the 3 of them.
Yeah.
But
some are slatted.
That's right.
Some are thin. I threw away all my spatulas once I started with the Spurtle, big spoons.
Mm-hmm.
And
Sweet.
This is for you, Adam.
Beautiful.
Again,
Thank you.
do what I can.
Thank you.
You have a little present on top and a big present underneath.
Right.
I'm just proud of my wrapping because I'm not known.
This looks professionally wrapped.
Thank you. I'm not known for that.
Wrapping is one of those things where you either have to be good at it, just sort of naturally, dexterous or what have you, or you have to have a strong will to please.
That's me.
I'm 0 for 2.
Now, this is probably not something you want to display, but I love this picture so much. The not on that side, but I love that picture. So that's a little fridge magnet for you.
Oh, that's wonderful. We have all stainless steel appliances, but that is wonderful.
Too rich for fridge magnets.
It's
what double stick is for.
One of the moments in at the wedding when Adam was giving his speech, and I'm just looking at him just so happily. I just love that moment. So that's for you.
That's wonderful.
Oh, good.
It's thoughtful and wonderful, and the kind of thing you hang on to. Not necessarily cherish, but
you don't have to.
I mean, look, you'd be a weirdo if you cherish that. But you have it.
That's right.
You know what I mean? It reminds you of stuff.
That's right.
All right, now
you
we're
just rip that
opening
shit open.
my,
And you got your own Spurtle set, but it's a little fancier.
Son of a bitch.
This is the...
Yours is a nice teak wood with a wooden container and a wooden spoon rest.
Well, nice. Finally.
So I was hoping you didn't already get it.
Oh, well, I wore out my old Spurtle set.
Good.
So now I have a brand spanking new one.
So this is the Eco Chef.
Oh,
and
thank you.
it's supposed to be very nice.
Beautiful. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Well, I now know what Olga's gift is. Spurtle. Beautiful. Thank you.
Oh, shit.
I don't know where to set it.
I'll just lay it down.
I'll set it over here. Thank you very much,
You're
Brian.
welcome.
You guys have gifts in front of you. Hold off on those for 1 second. Because everyone under this roof knows that I am the clever, thoughtful, gift-giving king. Every year it's, try to do it myself or at least match what I've done in the past. So when Gina texted me a couple of months ago out of the blue, said, hey, I'm getting everyone's Spurtles. I said, that bitch getting into my territory.
Right.
Clever, thoughtful gifts. Where do I go from here?
Yeah.
Well, where do I go? Let's turn to an old friend, a former friend of the show. Kaylin, fire up the video.
Hey, Carolla team. Allison Bedell here, just checking in to wish you a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and Happy Hanukkah, and wishing you lots of love and prosperity in the new year. And somebody to use this on you every day for the rest of your life.
That's
Big
right.
double-ended dildo.
Open it up. Open
Wow.
every double.
Can we all open ours?
Everyone's open it up.
Wonderful.
Oh, yeah!
That's right.
Fabulous.
Nice.
Oh,
The assist from
shit.
Allison is the gloved, beaded massager that you can use on yourself or others.
Also, you should have included a feather duster because this thing's going to gather.
It straps like a little
Yeah.
sand. Oh,
How's that feel, Gina?
fantastic.
Yeah, the backstory is I found out that Skip and Allison, when we were doing Catch a Contractor, that even when we would have call times for 6:30 in the morning and Corona,
Gina's already going to town.
she would rub him down every single. I said, well, but you got to get up at half hour. That's what we do.
Yeah.
She makes him his oats.
Yeah.
Gives him a nice rub down.
Yep.
God knows what else happens at that wee hours of the morning. But this is wonderful.
Oh, this
Thank
is
you,
good
Brian.
stuff.
This is no Spurtle. I apologize, but this will have to do for the holiday
what did
season.
I say before the show? What did we talk about this
Oh,
year
what did
that
you write
got
down? What did you write down?
Nothing.
Okay.
I'll tell you later.
Gina tried to predict my guess.
Yeah, it'll be too weird. I'll tell you later.
All right, this is fantastic
great.
and thoughtful. You guys got a gift certificate so we can push ahead
Oh, thank you.
with the show.
And in front of you there, boss, you'll see a 14-year bottle of whiskey or bourbon. I'm not sure. I didn't read the label. That is from me for you to drink while you lament me taking a Tupperware of goulash.
I will. I'll,
Give a penny,
I'll
take a
drown
penny.
it in 14-year-old scotch. Thank you very much. All right, shall we power ahead?
Do it.
Yeah.
The nominees for Invention of the Year are neck. I'll edit that, sorry.
All right.
The nominees for Best Impression are Adam Ray as Mark Wahlberg,
I'm just a regular garbage guy. I don't really do too much stuff, I just kind of drive around Philly, I love Philly. I drive around, I high-five my friends, I say hi to my mom. Say hi to your mom for me. Wait, the Eagles are having tryouts. Should I go to the Eagle tryouts?
Yeah, you need to go, Vince.
I think the Eagles are having tryouts. I think I can play football for them. I think I could.
I don't know.
What do you think, best friend? Can I play for the Eagles?
I say you just date that bartender and call it a life.
Yeah, but being a bartender is like my true calling. I feel like I make people happy. 2 for 1 Jack and Cokes. You love that from me.
But Vince, you're too old.
I'm only 40.
That's too old. You didn't play college ball. You're undersized.
I'm not a dog. I'm just a guy with a passionate heart.
Hang out with the townies. Watch from the sofa. It's safer.
But what about my kid? Don't I have a kid? I fucking forget what happens in this movie. Who's gonna pay for my kid's lunchbox?
Vince, Bill Bergey's gonna crush you if you go out on that field.
No way, I'm fast as fuck. Oh shit, this is a Disney movie. I'm fast as fudge.
Kyle Dunnigan as Sylvester Stallone,
Kyle's a comedian who does a pretty killer Sylvester Stallone.
2 Stallones. This is almost like too many Stallones,
Slide, I do appreciate you being in the doc. I know, you probably did it with some apprehension.
What do you mean in the doc?
The documentary, the
Documentary.
Stallone.
About your brother.
Frank-
Why you gotta shorten all words? You're always shortening words. I know what you're talking about.
Listen, after the show, I'll take you out for some froyo, and I'll explain it to you.
What the hell's this? Froyo. Yeah.
The doc-
Cappuccino and sensible woman.
Hey, Frank, you wanna go? Look at this guy. He was always busting my balls as a kid. Imagine your baby brother busting your balls.
Now, did you, when you
Frank was a handsome one too, so it wasn't fair.
when you were initially asked to be in the documentary,
Yeah.
Frank's documentary, did
Thank you for using the entire word, Mr. Carolla.
Sorry. Were you excited about it? Did you need to sleep on it? Did you need to be talked into it?
Look, Frank asked me to do something. I'd do it. You understand the brotherly love is strong. If Frank asked me to bury a body, I buried the body.
Wow.
No
Good to
questions asked. I'd have to think twice about it. I did the doc right away.
This may be a little intimate, but you ever share the love of the same woman?
I don't know how much Frank wants me to reveal here, but one time, this is a pretty funny story. We were doing, we had a girl with I think they call it a pig roast. Now,
Oh boy.
I don't know, is this too much?
No.
Go ahead.
Joe?
He says fine.
Remember that, Frank? He's smiling. He remembers. Look at Frank. He remembers. Look at that smile. I love that smile.
Brad Williams as Ted Koppel.
Now, this is from the Exquisite song, Pop That Pussy. I like big booty and big old titties. Bitch, you know you've been fucked by many, so come and be my private dancer. I got some money if that's the answer. I really want to be with you. I get hard after seeing you. How hard? Hard like a rock. When you make that pussy pop.
Wow. There he is.
The great Ted Koppel, everybody.
I'm Ted Koppel. Stay tuned for Nightline.
I still need a little more of that, Brad. I need more Two Live Crew lyrics.
Okay.
Or maybe...
Here's one about freaky bitches.
Oh, all right. I enjoy those types of women. Okay. Oh, this is verse 2 from the esteemed lyricist, Fresh Kid Ice. Freaky bitches with plenty of ass. Roll into the music and shaking real fast. Bend over backwards. Make me shout. And work that pussy. In and out. Moving their booty with plenty of action. Bringing to the men more satisfaction. Doing what they feel to turn us out. Just work that pussy all the way out.
Nice.
Beautiful.
That was wonderful.
Now stay tuned for Nightline.
Kyle Dunnigan as President Biden.
When are we going to reopen the schools? Because that's been, I'm in California. The schools have been closed for about a year now. I know the CDC was talking about opening the classrooms. The teachers' unions are talking about getting vaccinated. Do you have a stance or policy on that, Mr. President?
Look. First, what we got to do is figure out what your question was. Second, we got to do is look. We open the schools a little bit at a time, right? First, you open the front door. That's where the kids get in, not the teachers, man. Then you go down the hallway, open the hallways next. It's Mayor June, yeah. Right. Then you start to open the classes, man. It's like the locker room, man. You can't bend over. That was Brendan, man.
But President Biden, if I may, in this country, we take pretty much end of May to end of August off.
Yes.
So by the time the door opens, school will be in summer. We'll be out.
Well, look. I'm not some wizard here who's going to tell you, which way is what. You got to make sure you got a plan, and you take that plan and you split in two, like a sandwich. You eat the first half first. Don't give it all away. Come on, man.
And Brian Whitman as Rick Dees.
Dr. David Viscott, who I did some work with when he used to be on with Rick Dees. Oh, David, you're wonderful. I love what you do. Dr. D, David Viscott right here on the Dees hotline. Hi, David. It would be this. A lady would call her a man, but the call I'm remembering is a woman who said, I can't find a man. I will, for a week or two, I'll have feelings, and then they go away. And David Viscott, like from asleep, totally quiet, went, when did you learn your father was an alcoholic? And she goes, oh my God, I was 12. Right. And it was like, David, what is with you? But it was that impressive, dude. It really was incredible.
I did a sketch at the Acme Comedy Club where Paul, one of the guys in the thing, the guy went on to do Animaniacs, Freakazoid, and stuff like that. Paul Rugg, not Rudd, played David Viscott. in a sketch. That's how much I like David Viscott.
And he's my friend.
Can I tell you?
Yeah,
yes,
right.
My friend. What was that?
Right, yeah, I don't
Rick Dees?
Oh, you know it. Hey, David, it's Wednesday, and here he is.
Oh, stop. What was that?
Well, I'm just doing the show.
Right there. Well, that, my friend.
It's just me.
What was that? Stop. Go back.
Oh, okay. God dang it. Why does he have to come in and...
Hey, my friend, stop there. What was that?
Well, that was a nervous tick.
Okay, go back, my friend.
Okay, it is Kiss right here.
All right, not that far.
God
Come
dang
a little
it.
forward, my friend.
Where it is, 51.
Well, there it is.
D's Grease.
What was that?
Right here at Kiss. And we have
What?
your...
My friend.
D's.
What?
Sleeves.
Go back.
Panties.
What was that?
Free installation.
Stop, my friend. Go back.
Oh, I'd love to give you dinner for
What
four.
was that?
Tony Roma's.
What was... No, come forward.
Oh,
my friend.
that was me
my
overcompensating
friend.
for feeling
All right, my friend.
diminished.
All right, stop. Right there.
Ah.
Right there. What was that?
That was me reaching for the new number one from George
wait,
Michael.
Stop, my friend. I need you to stop.
Well, David.
Go back.
It's Rick Dees.
No, there.
Right?
No, right there.
That was
What was that?
That was the $1 million
I don't know what that
station
was.
ID.
Go back, then, my friend.
If I call your birthday, match the month, you get $1,000.
Oh, my friend, I need you to stop there.
And Dave,
move forward.
$10,000. And if you nail the year, it's $1 million.
My friend, I need you to stop there.
Just for being born.
Go back. What was that?
That was L&K with the weather.
God damn, I forgot how funny that was.
Magical.
Does everyone know what Rick Dees sounds like around the country?
So. I do now. He's nationally syndicated.
Yeah, I mean, he took over for Casey.
The Weekly Top 40.
I think so. Yeah, he was
man.
national. All right, wow. I'm so glad I do not have to make this selection because it is powerful. Best impression, Brian Whitman is Rick Dees.
Well earned.
Well earned. Well earned because not only did he sound like Rick Dees, he was able to jump forward and jump back in the phrase that pays.
L&K.
And Dees Grease.
That's right. Free installation.
Tony Roma's.
It was like Rick Dees had a stroke and you were like waking him up and he was just spitting out gibberish from his past.
Yeah.
Word salad.
You'd short-circuited.
All right, we now move ahead to our first installment, number one installment of Rant of the Year.
Our first nominee for Rant of the Year, Canada, COVID, and the NHL Finals.
Tampa Bay won last year. Good. I hope they kick the fuck out of those Canadians. You want to know why? Because this is a battle for the soul of COVID. The fucking Canadians are shut the shit down. They're still shut down. You watch any highlights from the Canadians and they got the tarps over the hole and that big fat fucking pussy Trudeau has shut down that place. Well, not fucking Tampa Bay, bitch.
Yeah, if any state could do it.
If any state can fucking win the battle for COVID, this is a battle for COVID. This is our most open state versus the fucking totalitarian lockdown fucking pussy regime that's over there. There's nobody in the fucking place. Now, of course, there's 200,000 people in the street all mashed together jumping on top of each other. That's outside of the arena, but inside of the arena, there's literally tarps and the whole lower deck. All the fucking pussy states and nations and cities, they block off the lower deck for some reason. But if you get up into the higher seats, there seems to be some people in there. Trudeau is a fucking colossal pussy, and he's fucking tyrannical. He's like arresting his own people for having parties and shit. He has that entire place shut down. Fucking Florida's been open for 9 months. We need to fucking kick the shit out of those fucking Canadians, and we do it in the name of fucking COVID. And then after we beat their fucking ass, we say to Trudeau, maybe if your team had an audience, maybe if they had fans, maybe if they cheered. You know how, in professional sports, your home games, your home team record is better than your on the road. Every game is a road game when you're a fucking pussy. Put that on your fucking coffee mug, Trudeau. I hope he doesn't let anyone cheer on their team. I hope fucking Tampa kicks their fucking ass and we do it for America, bitch. Tampa won, right? Yeah. All right. Moving on, we have Invention of the Year. Look, we all love these shows because you forget about half the stuff we were talking about. You have some vague recollections of others. So here we go. Invention of the year.
The nominees for Invention of the Year are Neck Pillow Flask.
So, want to give you a heads up on American Airlines. You are going to have to wait for alcohol sales to resume next year. They're looking at January 18th of next year to consider taking the suspension off the in-flight alcohol service.
Cut off in first class, too?
I mean,
the whole plane? The first class
The
is...
Caesar salad cart being pushed down.
They came for the food. Now we get the hummus box
Yeah.
in first class. And you remove the booze, and we're not even in first class anymore. I got an invention.
Yeah.
Neck roll flask.
Oh, great.
Come on now.
Sure.
Come on now.
I have the binoculars I take to the USC games.
Yeah,
back in the
but
day.
it stand out like a sore thumb on an airplane.
airplanes, like,
But that-
this can be done.
You pop the straw in where you inflate it. Where you
No,
blow.
no straw. It's just
Oh.
you've been inflating that thing for 7 hours now, Mr. Get the fuck out of my face,
Diminished lung
douchebag.
capacity.
You want some of this? I was all Central Valley, North Hollywood High, 1981.
I think I got a leak in the backside shaft to keep pumping it.
They might get suspicious when you're giving friends hits off your neck pillow
Sure.
at a certain point, but the neck pillow cake. First
good.
off, totally undetectable. Could not tell what was in there.
He's got more lung capacity than I do. Have asthma.
Gay identification vest.
I'm going to make this prediction, by the way. All couples are now mixed on television. Right now, we're at a stage in 2021 where when the kids are involved, they're a mixture of the couple.
Sure.
I say coming soon, white woman, black man, Asian kids. I think that's going to be the next one.
Interesting.
That's right, because there's a spot open.
Right.
We can get an ethnicity in there.
Wow.
Or they'll be wearing my new invention, which is the gay vest.
Excuse me?
How's that one?
Well, like they take pictures and they talk about diversity and all that kind of stuff, but we can't tell who's gay. We can see the black guy and the white guy and the guy in the wheelchair, but we can't. We see the blind guy's got the dog, but we can't tell who's gay.
It's like a very offensive mincing or something, some nonsense.
Yeah, I'm just on like a company photo or
Yeah,
something like that.
You know, this has been tried in history before.
Gay vest?
Close.
Just
Making
indicating,
Jews wear
yeah.
yellow stars. I don't think this is
Okay,
gonna...
gay star.
Bottomless golf shoes.
You got an invention?
I do. Mine's for like the country club hippie. People like me, when you play golf, as soon as you get to the first green or you're halfway down that first fairway, the shoes come off. I love to play golf barefoot. But when you're coming in after 9 and you're coming back to the clubhouse, people see you. You're walking around barefoot. They don't like it. So I want a pair of bottomless golf shoes. So that when you're playing the high-end country clubs, people from a distance think you're wearing shoes. But the joke's on them because you're comfortably barefoot throughout the whole course.
Well, I hope the people from FootJoy are listening, but I would also argue it flies in the face of why they invented golf shoes, which is to have bottoms.
Tread.
Sure.
Grip.
No, these are very, very cheap. You can get them for like $12 because they're just the top of the shoe.
So the top-down golf shoes. Yeah, all right. I think you're leaving money on the table here, Dawson, because I think this is more the surfer guy with the sign at the taco place that says no shirts, no shoes, no service. That guy.
Well, it's versatile. We can definitely branch out and hit other markets, but I want to start with the hippie golfers.
Right. All right. Then we'll go to surfers and we'll go to people in the beach community, and we'll deal with those guys. You know, I was
call them foot drapes.
Foot drapes.
Multi-purpose sex robot.
For anyone who's creating a humanoid sex bot out there, let's try to do away with the title sex bot. Let's come up with another name. We can keep the bot part, but the sex part's a tell. If your wife discovers the humanoid sex bot in the entry hall closet, you're busted. And here's what I'm saying. Okay, you've created this incredible, lifelike, animated piece of technology that guys can have sex with. But what you need to do is also give them another skill so we have plausible deniability.
Yep.
So make them a sex bot who can also push a lawnmower. Or something. And then when the wife finds it in the garage, we go, you nuts? I got her to fucking mow the lawn so you wouldn't have to.
No, you don't understand. It's a sex bot that also churns butter.
Yeah, it's a butter.
No, Gina, leave the sex bot part out.
Oh, yeah.
Don't do that with your hands, Gina.
And you'd be like, MX 42-5, clean the gutters out, bitch. And then they'd go like, would you like another blowjob? Like, what are you talking about?
Highly regular.
Where'd you get that shit from?
This thing's on the fritz.
You know, you can't buy these things used because the resale is for shit, man. If there was ever a time to use the term previously owned over used, this is the time.
And Ascent.
I think we have a new ACE Award for Invention of the Year. I am so confident of this that I'm going to give a preemptive sniff.
Pre-nomination.
Wow.
You ready? They have all the different flavors with the vaping, the cherry and the bubble gum. One that smells like ass.
Yeah.
You could walk into any compartment and any train, plane, automobile. You could go to the fucking Pentagon and go into the bathroom and vape to your heart's content. As long as everything you exhale just smelled like ass, you could go into the smallest commuter flight and you could walk in there and vape your ass off. And then when you walked out, you just have to say to whoever's waiting in line, hey, man, you may want to give it a minute, or, okay, sorry. You could never be accused. There would never be a finger pointed, right?
Once this is a runaway hit, you spin off to asparagus pea scent.
Asparagus pea vape, ass vape. Dawson, I don't know a lot about your personal habits, but at the beginning, it would be difficult to transition into the ass-flavored vape. I'd say...
It tastes like ass, too.
Well, obviously. How are you going to make it smell like ass?
Well, there's
right?
a tremendous upside.
But I would say after 9 months, you wouldn't eat when you were at home, you'd be reaching for the ass vapor. Like, you'd be like, this is what I'm now used to. Yes, ass-flavored vape. They're probably different ass flavors. You know what I mean? Like, let's face it, when Gina's squatting a log, it's not the same as Dawson, and it's not the same as the porcelain Punisher. You know, maybe we dial one in for your own ass.
I made some Portuguese beans the other night. I smell that as a flavor.
Portuguese bean.
Yeah. It's awful.
That's good. That's good. Who is the actor who used to do the blue spots? Not Ethan Hawke.
He was on the show recently.
Yeah.
Oh, Dorff.
Yeah, Stephen Dorff. We get him.
Uh-huh.
He's walking along the beach in Malibu. He's vaping. People are walking past him in the sand, like put their hand off. Jesus
I got
Christ.
the name. It's called Ascent.
Ascent. Wow, man.
Strong offerings.
Yeah. Listen, I can't tell you who's going to win. I can tell you who's not going to win. Dawson and his cleatless golf shoes. I just don't feel like there's a big crossover there, Dawson, between sort of the hippie beach bum guy and the guy who wants to hit the links at the Riviera.
Yeah, you got to try every now and then.
Yeah.
But
It's a niche market.
here goes. Let's see. Invention of the year, foot drapes. What? Oh, that's an inside.
Holy smokes.
That's an inside job right there.
I wish I had something prepared. First of all, I want to thank God. I want to thank all of the nurses who have
You
been
just pulled a
working hard
paper
during
out of
COVID.
your pocket,
Oh, yeah.
Dawson. What do you mean prepared?
I want to thank all the unwed single mothers. And for shoeless golfers everywhere, this is for you. Lastly, to all of the naysayers, you ain't Babe Ruth, so don't call your shot.
Yeah, Dawson.
I don't know. Something's fishy.
This is a tainted Ace Awards.
Speaking of tainted,
There may
Ascent
be
should have
some
won.
hanging chads somewhere. All right, this, by the way, is our 15th Ace Awards, which we started on KLSX, 3 years on KLSX, but we missed 09 as sort of predicted because we did half a year, and now 12th on the podcast. All right, we move on to Caller of the Year.
Song of the Year.
Oh, I'm sorry. I got Caller in the Year in front of me.
This is our first nomination for Song of the Year.
Oh,
so your
sorry.
envelopes will be Song of the Year will be in the back.
Sorry, number one. Our first nomination for Song of the Year.
Our first nominee for Song of the Year, Rich Banks and Mike Lynch for 3,000 Podcasts.
We are on episode 2,999 today.
Let's end it right here.
Yeah.
It's been fun.
So tomorrow will be the 3,000th episode of this podcast. Jesus Christ, you blink. Where the hell did time go? So thank you guys for all listening for all these years and turning people on to the show.
Dr. Phil is Adam Ray, pool dumb commercial grade, Huey Lewis and Ted Nugent, two guys from the Doors. Ben Shapiro, Tucker Carlson, Dennis Prager, Don Trump Jr., Robin Quivers, Gwen Stefani, Minnesota Mom. Oscar jokes, drunk tank, Brad Williams, Jeff Goldblum, John Cleese, the Dilbert guy, Dan Dunn is pouring rye, Kevin Bacon Chassis made a doc on Willie T, COVID lockdown, homeless campers, Little Miss Sunshine. He's done 3,000 podcasts, and he won't quit talking, no, he can't stop squawking. He's done 3,000 podcasts, no, he'll keep recording if you're downloading. Charlie's Whoopi, AOC, All Red and Auntie Maxine, all the women who would be disgusted with his cock. Rich Banks, bracket songs, Eat Your Feelings, food blog, and Straight No Chaser, acapella rock. All woke, no joke, New York Times, Snub's new book, Giovanni, superfan, meltdown mashups, Train and Tramp, Crenshaw, Dennis Quaid, Howie Mandel, Nick Cage, Vintage Race, No Safe Space, Dr. Drew is tuned out. He's done 3,000 podcasts, and he won't quit talking, no, he can't stop squawking. He's done 3,000 podcasts, no, he'll keep recording if you're downloading. Gay walked out, Dylan quit, told his nephew hit the bricks. Congress testify, Max Apat is Googling right. Unprepared ping pong balls, brand new Bertram crank calls. Gina as Nancy Grad, bought 2 trumpets for his dad. Kirstie Alley, Sean Penn, Matt Damon, Christian Bale, Apatow, Trejo, Baldwin, Rose, De Niro, Sonny, James Woods tweets, Kalen Stengel, Boss of Sheets, Calderon, Donkey Show, Gary Gaston, Julio. He's done 3,000 podcasts, and he won't quit talking, no, he can't stop squawking. He's done 3,000 podcasts, no, he'll keep recording if you're downloading. Dingle Boy done again with Bill Maher impression. Ass crack, back sack, DJ Khaled is a hack. Mayor Gassetti, big pussy, toxic masculinity. Love boat, has-beens, Ernest Lee's just asking. Cobra, Isaac Hayes, techie trouble with his ways. Gabe did say rain that day, fucked up Leno's Chick-fil-A. He's done 3,000 podcasts, and he won't quit talking, no, he can't stop squawking. He's done 3,000 podcasts, no, he'll keep recording if you're downloading. Kraftwerk in the Hall of Fame, Brian cheats at TiVo game, Dawson, Toolbox, Hip Flask, Green Guac, NSNG Tortorich, conch shell on his penis, Staples sent a hot dog cart, AJ Benz his nephew's farts, done again at Sliced Alone, Leno won't turn off his phone, Waterhouse, Damashek, Bill O'Reilly, Anglinbeck, interviews with Pauly Shore, minus 16 RT score, the 24-hour war, I can't think of anymore. He's done 3,000 podcasts, and he won't quit talking, no, he can't stop squawking. He's done 3,000 podcasts, and like this song, it will keep going on and on and on.
Oh, man.
Epic.
That is
tough to beat.
I think Banks and Lynch are the new Lennon McCartney.
They're good together.
They're real good.
Yeah. Lynch is quite a bright guy.
Yeah.
He's a good writer. He's
Actually,
a good lyricist.
Lynch is pretty bright.
Yeah.
Like, we're surprised.
No, but he really knows his way around a phrase. I'm hot on it because we're finishing a book right now, so I'm talking to him a lot, and I'm always like, oh God, that's good. He's good. All right, this episode, by the way, is 3,209, according to our statistician here. All right, so we have Caller of the Year as our next category.
The nominees for Caller of the Year are Sam.
Sam, 27 Philadelphia.
Hey guys, what's going on?
Hi, Guy.
So I'm actually the Sam's only fan. It's probably like 2 months ago.
Yeah, what's going on? Have to show your sack to any dudes today?
Yeah, I actually made a lot of money today.
Nice.
Just showing sack, but
Is it mostly sack, or you put some cock in there too?
He had some sort of limitations. right?
it's mostly cock with a light dripping of sack. If you have too much sack, then it gets weird.
Oh.
Yeah, you want proportion.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want the prodigious sack. So you made good money today by showing your ding-a-ling to some fellas across the country?
I've made 11 grand since Thursday.
Oh, my God. Little dinky.
Where are these guys coming from? Are they around the world?
Yeah, around the world.
Is there countries or regions you're bigger in than others?
No, it's totally random. I had like one trans, from Winnipeg messaged me today. It's all over the place.
$11,000 since Thursday.
Wow.
Good for you.
And now what's the dick etiquette thing? Do you put a little glycerin on there so it winks at you?
Right.
Do you
Oil it up.
Get a little leather going, or how do we do it?
No, I just get a half decent chub and that's it. Still haven't tapped into the hard dick market. I'm really I think when I do that, then the money really comes in.
Like when Dylan went electric.
Yeah.
I do love, and I'm kind of poking fun, but not really, because when I used to nude model, I would only do pencil sketches because I thought paintings were a little too photorealistic. So I am being a little glib, but you really think there's a big difference between half chub and full chub?
We're gonna need more lead.
Yeah, I think it's a pretty good difference.
Okay.
Yeah. Is there some sort of magical line that you won't cross?
Yeah, I think right now the hard dick is the line that I'm not going to cross yet. But the money has been coming in. I really want to quit my job at this point.
Because you're deeply religious? It's your faith?
Yeah, standard.
Just a chubbed up oiled cock versus super diamond cutter cock?
Exactly, yeah.
Your faith dictates?
Well, you really can't tell that much different from like a fully soft cock to a half chub cock. You have to, you have to see a lot of cocks to be able to really tell the difference.
Sure. Dawson, is that true?
And what is it?
Jen.
We got Jen over here from Oklahoma. Jen?
Yes, sir.
You're a raccoon lover?
I am.
Mm-hmm.
True.
And what are you selling?
I'm actually selling the overflow, the multiples. I have a few repeats, and, I could part with them. I figured maybe there was someone else out there that was just in love with raccoons as much as me and might enjoy them.
Well, why are you parting with your raccoons if you're so in love with raccoons?
Well, it's a fair question. I haven't done a count, but I have very excessive amount of raccoons. And, some I love more than others. What's the Marie Kondo thing? If you don't love it, and some look a little too much like squirrels, and, maybe it's time for them to go. I don't need 4 of the same. And, maybe someone else needs some happiness in the form of a raccoon.
Single gal?
I know, I like the other gal. I currently am single. I don't blame it on the raccoons, though. I travel a lot for work, so.
Shocking. Hey, Jen. Tell us something about the hold on, I got a head rush now.
Jen, do you like the song Rocky Raccoon by the Beatles?
I don't know that I've heard it.
What? What? This is the greatest day of my life. This is now the greatest day of my life.
What?
This is the greatest day of my life. I'm sorry, birth of twins.
I'm not a huge fan of like the trendy records.
There's nothing.
Right?
There's nothing you could say. There's no words that you could. There's no. I'm not. I like George Harrison, but I like his solo work. I didn't like the Beatles when there's no words.
Mike.
So I was in Afghanistan 2012. Our company commander comes over. He tasks my squad. He says, hey, go check this out. Do a battle damage assessment. So we walk up there. We can smell it from like 50 yards out. We're like, what the hell is that? So we get up there, and there was a guy that was an RPG gunner, and then a guy that was an RPG. He was carrying the extra rounds for the actual rocket-propelled grenade. So like in the 80s movies, the bad guys have the RPG. It shoots the rocket-propelled grenade. Well, usually these guys, there's a guy with a backpack or a satchel that's got 5 or 6 extra rounds. The guy that was wearing the backpack took a direct hit from the 30-millimeter cannon, and it just lit him up, and all these things exploded, and then it fused like all these empty tubes to him. So he's like this charcoal kind of corpse. He's still smoking.
Was there anything left?
The backpack is fused to him. Yeah, his whole bottom half was gone, but his upper torso was intact.
Is he okay?
Yeah, fine. He walked it off, I gave him an attaboy, gave him a slap on the ass, and told him, get back in there, buddy.
So the guy,
he was dead.
What happened to his partner?
He was smoked. Oh, he was dead too. He got smoked. I think the initial explosion of one of the rounds kind of took them both out, or took him out. That guy was pretty fucked up too. We didn't even bother calling our medic over. But so there's like 9 of us in an infantry squad. I think like 6 or 7 of the guys threw up.
Oh, so like
wow, these are hardcore dudes.
Well, and this is multi-sensory,
Oh, yeah.
so this is probably just the sight of that, I would imagine.
This is
the smell.
Yes.
And
What was
the
it?
sight, it's like whatever. We've all seen pretty weird stuff like that. You kind of get used to it, but the smell is like, what is that smell? And it was funny because we had this dude that we had nicknamed Spicoli, because he's just like this. He wasn't from California, but he talked like some burnout surfer dude, so we called him Spicoli. And he gets up there and he goes, check out this crispy motherfucker.
Get that drop.
Yeah, it was pretty gnarly smell.
Norman.
What are you selling,
What are you selling, Norman?
6-pack of 7-Up bottles.
Oh, the
vintage.
bottle.
Beautiful.
Gorgeous, man.
From the 60s.
These do look old.
Yeah.
How did you hold on to these from then, or how did you procure these?
Well, I find them in the street.
Okay.
And I bring them home and clean them up. And you look for certain years. You get a lineup. You can I'm staring at a 68, 69, 70, 71, different ones. Some people will collect the damnedest things, so I sell the damnedest things.
Have you been in the San Fernando Valley your whole life?
Since 65.
Wow. I'm trying to think how old that makes you. Wait, did you go to high school out here?
No. I was transferred from the snow to the sunshine. I was in Connecticut prior to that.
You seen a lot of homeless people around the neighborhood?
We do that, yeah, and we discourage them and encourage them to leave.
Because you're in Sherman Oaks, right?
10-4.
So 0 homeless people from 65 until 10 minutes ago, right? I mean,
good run.
It was unthinkable to see a homeless person in Sherman Oaks in the San Fernando Valley from the time you got there to 2019 and a half or something, Norman?
Yeah, there's a string of motorhomes right on Sepulveda that's getting bigger all the time.
That's the big one, Adam. I mean, we all know about the encampments and stuff under the overpasses, but the motorhomes, that's another big one where they just park in the nice neighborhood and you can't do anything about it.
Well, it's this, thanks.
You can complain. and we had some good results with city attorneys, CHP, and Caltrans combos to move some people out and help them along their way.
But did others come to fill their spots?
I usually talk to them and I tell them it's not a good idea to hang here because the last people left in a body bag.
Oh, my God.
They're on their way.
Wow. And then he takes a vintage 7-Up bottle and he busts it on a brick and goes, "Come on, hippies, you want some? You come to the right place."
I invite them to leave in a nice way, and they think about that for a short while, and they don't hang.
Wow.
Norman.
They keep moving.
He gave him the body bag talk.
But in the most polite voice.
Do you have any other ideas I could use?
This is the best one I've heard.
You seem to know what you're doing.
Yeah, no, I agree.
If the foo shits, wear it. If the shoe fits, wear it, I said.
And Jimmy.
I got like thoroughly indoctrinated. These guys are really into gangbangs. So not too much multiple girls, but like definitely multiple guys. 3 to 5 guys. And when you get it like that, I have like a comically small dick. And it's tough to like get hard when you're like with 3 other dudes.
Sure.
So it just turned into a fun thing. So you get comments like girls going like, "All right, I'm not sucking anybody else's dick until somebody eats my pussy." And I would just jump in and like, just to give you the kind of the level of girls we're talking about here. One of them, I don't think could physically clean herself, and she was saying that. And so when I started eating her pussy, she just smelled like straight piss, and it was just nasty. So we're getting into the kind of what you guys were talking about yesterday with the, hey, would you rather do 1 8 or 2 to add up to a 5? I think we're talking about 1, which is good, but just a different scale.
It's the devil's pentagram.
And where'd you meet these gals?
MySpace was huge at that time, and so we would spam girls. You do 10 a day from each zip code, and then you'd have them over to your house, and then it just worked out. It was it was a numbers game.
Jimmy, let's circle back to you having a comically small hog and having difficulty achieving an erection with the other guys, and then you paused and said, "So it was fun." But that's like saying, I'm a hemophiliac, so I like to walk through junkyards at night barefoot. It was fun. It doesn't feel fun.
Well, I mean, it's funny. Everybody's laughing. It's like it's tough to get a boner anyways because you're just like, I don't know, it's 3 dudes. And so, it's not like I have a micro penis. I'm in kind of a sweet spot. I don't have a micro penis, but it's like, definitely smaller than average and definitely the smallest in any gangbang. Looks funny in a singlet, coincidentally, with wrestling. So, yeah.
I like your confidence.
Now, I like that I feel you're uniquely qualified to go down on a gal whose hygiene is less than spectacular because of the wrestling background, right? You're constantly having to lock antlers with sweaty dudes that are on top of you all the time, right?
Oh, totally. Yeah. I have it in my DNA that stuff just doesn't bother me. I'm ready to do it. So when she was making an ultimatum for the rest of us, hey, I'm not sucking any more dicks. I was like, hey, I'll take this hit. Somebody with a boner that's actually a normal size, you can get in there and you can get your dick sucked. I'm a good friend.
Charitable.
Wow.
Jimmy's the mayor of Riverside.
That guy's a team player.
Oh, God.
You want him, watching your 6.
Oh, yeah.
Which is the back of your sack.
Right.
In a gangbang.
Speaking of which, a competitive category every year.
Oh, my God. All right. Caller of the year, Sam.
Oh, the first caller?
Yeah,
our resident OnlyFans dude.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's see. We move on to our second installment of Rant of the Year.
Our second nominee for Rant of the Year, the movie 2012.
They built a bunch of arcs, and of course, there wasn't room on the ark for all of humanity. So at some point, the people that all contributed the money to build the ark had a seat on the ark. And then Cusack gives this speech where it's like, you think people that have money are worth more than those poor? It's like, who the fuck paid for the ark, you fucking retard? The rich guy paid for the ark. Cusack, the reason your fucking scrawny ass is on this fucking ark is because that dude gave a whole bunch of money 10 years ago to build an ark. And it's so fucking AOC, right? Like, how come everyone can't be on the ark? Well, everyone can't be on the ark because the fucking ark wouldn't exist according to your plan, which is nobody pays for anything, but yet we have this ark. The ark was built. It took a lot of money, and yes, sadly, people shall die, but the folks who paid to build the ark should get a seat on the ark, you fucksticks. Why not the poor, impoverished villager? Why doesn't he? You think he's not better than you, or you're better? It's like, well, I paid for the fucking ark, bitch. All right, let's see. Let me hit a piece of business here that is Simply Safe. Want to feel safer at home? No better time than now. This week, our friends at Simply Safe are giving my show listeners, the Adam Carolla Show listeners, access to their holiday deals, 40% off. This is a great company with an even better product. Peel and stick batteries last up to 10 years. No pulling wires, no guys crawling around through your house to set it up. Round the clock monitoring, trained professionals. Named Best Home Security System 2021 by U.S. News and World Report. Customize the system for your home online in minutes. Even get free custom recommendations. Simply Safe's biggest discounts of the year. You can get a system starting at just over $100. No long-term contracts or commitments. Supplies are limited. Take 40% off at simplysafe.com/Adam. That is simply, 2 I's in there, simplysafe.com/Adam. Get that 40% off. All right, we will take a quick break. We'll be back with the ACE Awards right after this.
The ACE Awards celebrates the staff's Google search history for 2021.
News anchor Afro fired. Kathy Griffin botched lipo. Schwinn cotton picker. Missing white woman syndrome. Whirl butter. Tyson Fury love handles. Fairfax Egg Bank commercial. Amy Smart hot. Joe Giudice dildos. SoFi Stadium food gross. Frenulum. Black birthing people. Jersey Mike's at LAX. Skin deep movie condom scene. Barry Sonnenfeld porn. Talking Viewmaster. Pete Davidson dating history. Mom sex party California. Slave food lobster. Gay Superman. Bathtub actress private parts. 330 million divided by 1.4 million. 2 girls fight in a fountain commercial. Ethel Merman Love Boat. Percentage of marathon winners from Kenya. Drew Brees' hair. Jeff Fisher breakaway glasses. HBO autopsy show Silk Vagina. Average size of foreskin. Burt Reynolds' grandma. Alligator trash can. Dildo flying on field. Funny pianist faces. David Schulman, North Hollywood High yearbook. Gay football commercial. The Japanese word for taint.
That's this year's Google search history. On to 2022 and more of the ACE Awards.
All right, moving right along, we have our number 3 installment of Rant of the Year.
Our third nominee for Rant of the Year. School reopening and the teachers union.
I've been on record as hating fucking teachers for a decade. Everyone told me, oh, they're heroes. They're heroes. They're heroes. Why do you hate teachers? I was like, because most of them are fucking horrible. And this thing where it's like, they're heroes. They're heroes. They're heroes. They work less than half the year. And it's like, they don't get paid as much as a fire. Yeah, they don't work that much. They've chosen a job where they have 3 months off for the summer. I don't know anyone else who has that job, and every fucking federal holiday there is. Oh, heroes, heroes, heroes. I think we've found out who teachers are through this pandemic. If we'd not found that out, and this thing where it's like, well, it's not them, it's the union. All right, it's the fucking union. Then they should be pushing back against the union, and they're not. So thank you. I was early money on the fucking cowardly teachers and their shithead unions. They're fucking despicable. They're cowards. It's been a goddamn calendar year. The rest of the country's open. It's completely safe to conduct business. The kids are not in danger at all. Get the fuck back to work, you fucking cowards. Jesus Christ. And you fucking people that want to tear me a new asshole for speaking this way, go fuck yourself with a fucking mop handle, you fucking pussies. Jesus Christ, we're talking about kids. Anybody? Anyone want to chime in? Or no, he said something bad about teachers. Of course I said something bad about teachers. They're fucking cowards that shut the school down for no reason, and they're blackmailing everyone to go back to fucking work. Of course I said something about it. Where's everyone else? Where are the fucking voices? Jesus Christ. Powerful.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and passionate. Now we go to Best Reenactment. I love these.
The nominees for Best Reenactment are Gina and Adam for First Porn in Space.
With the floating semen protocol, there's going to have to be some serious vetting. You be the porn star, Gina.
Okay.
Hey, listen, we're going to do porn in outer space.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. Everyone says yes to this, but I need a serious answer.
Sure.
Do you swallow?
You know, it's not for me.
Okay, you're out.
Oh, wait. I mean, I can hold it in my mouth for a good long while.
Till we land?
I can put it in another girl's mouth in under 2 seconds.
I'm looking at some of this legalese. It doesn't...
Me and Honey can pass it back and forth until we land, and then I can spit it out.
I need you to swallow.
Okay. I can't.
I don't trust you anymore.
Yeah, I can't do it because with the reflex.
All right, hold on. Somebody get me my Nike bottle and put some buttermilk in there. I'm going to just check this. I understand this is a life or death protocol.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was going to... I mean, you could literally put it in any other orifice. I can't do it.
Oh, we're gonna, but...
Okay.
All right. Well, you've been grounded.
Come on.
Sorry.
I told you I can hold it until we hit gravity.
No.
Until we pierce the Earth's surface.
I'm sorry. You didn't pass this test.
Okay. You want me to send Honey in?
Yeah, send Honey in.
Okay.
All right. And what's her porn name? And see.
Dawson and Brian for Larry David versus Alan Dershowitz.
Larry David and Alan Dershowitz have got into it. They've made headlines after getting into an argument outside a convenience store on Martha's Vineyard. David screamed and yelled at him, according to Dershowitz, and that his face turned red. He even said he was worried Larry was going to have a stroke. It seems that somebody from Page 6 wrote down the interaction, happened to be passing by, saw them fighting, wrote it down as accurately as he could. Lucky for you, we actually are going to be able to reenact this interaction between Alan Dershowitz and Larry David. I believe Brian playing Dershowitz, Dawson playing David. Gentlemen, take it away.
This is Martha's Vineyard?
Martha's Vineyard outside a convenience store.
They just ran into each other?
It kind of feels like Dershowitz may have been kind of tracking him a little, but unclear. Here we go.
All right.
We can still talk, Larry.
No, we really can't. I saw you with your arm around Mike Pompeo. It's disgusting.
He's my former student. I greet all my former students that way. I can't greet my former students.
It's disgusting. Your whole enclave. It's disgusting. You're disgusting.
It happened just like that.
Gina and Dan Abrams for Nancy Grace and Dan Abrams.
Dan, we're playing a clip of you and Nancy Grace.
Oh. She does not like to be talked over.
Can we just hear you being ripped by Nancy Grace, please?
Please, let's cherish the moment.
Let's cherish it.
This is in my opinion, but let me give you the three reasons why I think he has not been charged in connection with Stacy's death. First of all,
I never got to my third reason, but go ahead. I'd be mad if you didn't just jump in. Go ahead.
that was your third.
I didn't get to my third, but I'm
Your
gonna say
behavioral
I'm
was
gonna
your third.
ambush you with it. Go ahead.
Wow.
Calling her shot.
Nancy, you got Dan on the blower now.
I have been dreaming of this moment since the day we taped that episode. Dan, is it? Dan? Ladies, raise your hand. Raise your hand if you've had enough of men interrupting you when you have not gotten to your third point. So what if point number 2 has 14 different exhibits? I hadn't gotten to my third point, but ladies, raise your hand if you're sick of being interrupted by male chauvinists like Dan here.
Dan, who likes to drive his Porsche. on
You
Park
know the kind of
Avenue.
man I'm talking about. The Porsche on Park Avenue. Well, wham for Dan.
Yep. Oh, I know it well.
Am I triggering you?
And shuddering.
You are.
What are they?
Bringing back some very, very, very scary memories.
Gina and Adam for couples argument and mask mandate.
The parent that is going off on the school board, that ain't an experienced masker. And at some point when they're dressing down the school board, the mask, it invariably slides down.
Uh-oh.
It has to, because a lot of gesticulating going on.
That chin movement.
A lot of chin movement. Sometimes these guys have beards, there's like, oh, I'm not going to stand by and let you turn my son into a daughter. And at some point, the thing goes down. And then the school board, who's in the best position ever for anyone yelling at you, gets to just go, mask up, which...
Invalidates your argument.
I'll spin that out.
The argument.
It always stops the person, and then they go,
like I was saying.
Where was I?
Right.
They're on the clock. I just thought this should be, implemented domestically.
Yeah.
Like the wife fucking comes in and found the lipstick on
Full
the
head of
collar,
steam.
got a real head of steam.
You said you called it off with her, and I believed you.
Well,
You said that it was over, and we were going to go to counseling.
Mask up, please.
Oh, sorry.
Mask up.
Like I said, you said that this was going to be fun.
I can't really.
What?
Is your mask up?
Yeah, no,
I
it's
can
over
see
my
one of
mouth
your
and my
nostrils.
nose.
I see one of your nostrils.
Hold on. I thought we were going to go to counseling so we could fix all of that so we could be together forever.
We're going fishing?
We could go to Cleveland.
All right. Is the mask up?
No, the mask is silly.
What's for dinner tonight?
Meatballs.
You came in here with a head of steam. What? All right, go ahead. Sorry, keep going.
You told me that you would never see her again. You said that you're
Keep going. What? Mask up.
I can't get that.
Mask up.
You told me that it was over between the two of you.
I need you to get the mask. Sorry, ma'am.
What?
I mean,
Ma'am. This is gonna...
Jenny Lynn, I need you to get your mask on.
Hold on.
Okay. All right. Look, I'm going to go watch the top 10 on Sports Center because they never let me down.
You're going to stand right here and you're going to
I can't understand you, but get the mask up, please. I'm sorry, your time is up.
Oh, God damn it.
Your time is up.
And Adam and Pete Holmes for 7-Up commercial recording session.
The one and only uncooler.
Pete Holmes.
Oh.
You be the actor, and I'll be the engineer, and we'll try to see if we can record the Uncola VO, because he's like the Uncola.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
I am ready to go.
All right, so
I see the tagline is just exclamation point.
Yeah, so you say the Uncola, and then you go, and we'll just lay that in over the visual.
Please don't give me a read. That's very condescending.
No, okay, sorry.
Don't give me a read.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying what I got the guys from the ad agency here.
I understand.
They just said, they told me to tell you.
I think I got it. Ready? Roll.
Okay, I'm rolling.
Roll on rehearsal.
Let's roll.
The Uncola.
Yeah. All right.
Is that good?
You know, I'm glad we rolled on it.
Yeah. No. I think I know the problem. Let me try it again, okay?
Mm-hmm.
7 Up. Are you rolling?
Yeah, no, I'm rolling on the. I'm rolling on the whole thing.
Yeah. Just keep it going. 7 Up. The Uncola. Oh my God, I'm coming!
Okay.
Oh my God, I'm coming! A clear soda.
Okay. Yeah, just judging by the looks of the guys from the ad agency and some of the representative executives from 7-Up, I'm just looking at some of these guys right now. They're not saying anything, but...
Okay, can I just say how much I'm degrading myself by even doing this fake, nondescript Caribbean accent? Just take what I'm giving you, okay? Last take.
What? Wait a minute,
This is the last take.
That's not even your normal accent?
No, I'm not from that not real place. This is a stupid campaign.
Well, we hired you based on the James Bond Live and Let Die.
That was fake too, baby.
What?
I'm from Queens.
Next thing you're going to tell me that wasn't a real mini submarine he was traveling around in.
7 Up the Uncola. I shit a little bit. All right, I'm out of here.
Okay.
Send the check to my agent.
All right, let's dig out that audio. Let's piece it together. Wow. How do
Strong
we
ending.
choose? All right, I'm opening it up. Best reenactment. Pete Holmes, 7-Up recording session.
Well deserved.
I had no idea what that bit was when I heard Pete Holmes' 7-Up recording session. I had no recollection of it. All right, let's see. As we roll along, we go into our second offering for Song of the Year.
Our second nominee for Song of the Year, Straight No Chaser for the movie Medley.
Get your popcorn and butter please, and diet cool, less calories, and take your seat, silence your phones. There are dinosaurs in Jurassic Park. Oh no, they just escaped. The power went out, setting them all free. Run for your lives. Run for your lives. I got fear. Run for your He's got cool cars and gadgets, loves brunettes and blondes. Your husband loves these movies. He loves brunettes and blondes. Roston and Daniel Craig, Connery and Roger Moore, and those two other guys you've never heard of before.
Bond, James Bond, in theaters now.
Man, those guys are good. All right, we move on to Outstanding Achievement in Shitting on a Point or Story.
Brian, the category.
Time to shine, brother. Here we go.
The nominees for Outstanding Achievement in Shitting on a Point or Story. Brian, for Ethel Merman's Age.
This Love Boat's from 1982. So there's Ethel Merman. And what would you say Ethel Merman's age is by her picture? Don't do any other math.
Yeah, just by the picture, I would say early to mid 70s.
Yeah, looks mid 70s, or by today's standards, she's 81.
Yeah,
but, I mean, because you think of like Nancy Pelosi, jet black hair, lots of filler. But
without any of that, I'll say mid 60s.
Mid 60s. Now, she looks like she's from the mid 60s. Don't factor in stuff, Brian. Just say how old does she physically look?
Late 60s.
I would say 77.
Okay. I knew that wasn't going to go well, but all right. She looks like a woman in her 60s. Drew's wife is in her 60s, is what I'm saying.
Right, but that's best today.
I know, but we're not factoring anything in. I'm just saying, what does she look like?
Okay, I'm going to say 68.
Okay. In the 60s. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Between 60 and 69.
In the 60s.
Yes.
Okay. That's how, if you just saw a picture of her today, no context, you go, that woman's in her 60s.
It's a 68-year-old woman.
Okay. All right. Doesn't look older than 60. Remember, Drew's wife is 65.
Okay. But you're saying don't factor other things in, like how 6-year-old women look today. That's exactly what you're doing. I'm saying, based on whatever this 1982, that's what a 68-year-old woman looks like.
All right. Fair enough. I'm simply just saying, I don't want to factor in the year. I just want to say, what does she look like to you?
68.
Okay. Good enough.
Brian and Gina for the Wii Spa incident.
Would you like to hear my theory on this?
Yes.
Yeah.
And it may be point shooting. I don't know. I don't think this person exists. I don't think this happened.
Oh,
because this is somebody who, if this really happened, I would have brought you by now so much of their Instagram.
That's a good point.
Live,
this person would be
yes,
grandstanding.
they would be telling you exactly how they feel about it. They would have been interviewed. There would have been plenty of footage of them talking about how they feel about it.
You're
this
right.
did not happen.
This would be Tubi or Ruby or whoever the fuck we talked to who set the weightlifting record.
Right.
Zuby. They'd be Zuby. Thank you.
Yeah.
They would let you know. They're doing it for a reason.
Whenever I bring in a news story like this, that 9 times out of 10, I also bring you something from their Instagram account telling you how they feel about it.
That's a really
this
good
person does not exist. Every day that passes that we don't hear from the person this is about, I do not believe this person exists.
I'm going to piggyback on this and say, if this person exists, there's a new Jackass movie coming out.
If we're talking about what seems more likely, that this person who seems to exist has never shown their face, or no one's ever tracked them down to interview them, or there's just a crazy woman in LA.
Well, yeah, but I can also make the argument for the crazy person who doesn't want to do an interview or anything, just want to go stare at titties and then just want to fucking go home and beat off. Like, didn't want to be on Maury Povich.
Yes, but because this sparked protests and beatings and crazy stuff, wouldn't there be some article or some anchor who said, we spoke to their publicist, but they didn't want to be talked to? I haven't heard any of that.
Well, I'm not saying it has a publicist. I'm just saying if it's just a dude who just like when you go to summer camp and you could go into the girls thing or the boys thing, everyone's getting dressed to go out in the pool or something. If some dude just wanted to walk into the girls' side and check out some tits and ass, at some point he got shooed away and he left, he would just leave. Like, I don't know that he'd have a press conference or a publicist.
Some producer from some local news station would track this person down and at least say, would you like to be interviewed? And then they'd go on as an anchor and say, we tried to contact them, they weren't interested.
I could certainly see the possibility where this person is a peeping Tom, just want to see some boobs in the locker room. My guess, I hunch, is this person's a provocateur, much like Zuby, and like wants to make a point. This is making a point. This isn't want to see some boobs, I don't think.
Or you think this is in a Jackass way. They tore off wig, they put on their men's clothes, they walked out unassumingly. Nobody ever knew who was down there.
This feels like making a point, like intentional.
Well, there's a lot of just fucked up people. Like,
That's also
I could have
true.
just fucking
That's
went
also
in
true.
there. All right.
Of course we don't know.
You thought he went in there you thought he didn't go in there. Right. He didn't exist. Then we all sort of thought, I think he went in just because he could.
Okay. And Brian thinks there was a person that went in to make a statement.
Be a provocateur.
Yes.
Like Zuby.
Yes, in that vein. Yes, but they were doing it intentionally, as opposed to
right. But Gina started with a deep dive into trying to find out who this person was, and there's no information.
But that
on
could
the
also
person.
be why. That's what I'm saying. If he changed out of his whatever she claims he was wearing, his little nightie and wig, shoved that away, and just walked out like a man, then the person she's talking about, does not exist. That's why they haven't been able to track him down.
This feels pretty elaborate, and this is coming on a month now. I'm just saying, unless he's shooting a Jackass movie.
That's possible. That's certainly possible.
But it's not. It's low percentage.
It's low percentage.
But like in
real low.
But in the world of
really low.
in the world of TikTok influencers and trolling people, it's not that crazy.
But he hasn't done anything yet.
Right.
It's been a month.
Also,
that's what I'm saying.
And Brian for conspiracy theories.
There are people in this society who are like truly racist and like want to do harms, fear people who look different than them. it's not 72% of the fucking country like many politicians would want us to believe. And I believe they're nut jobs who are flat earthers who think the Twin Towers were brought down, where there wasn't a Jew in the building, and QAnon and babies and drinking blood. Never make the argument that they do not exist. They would have to exist. You know, we got 330 million people. I would be surprised if none of them were racist and none of them did believe in QAnon and do all this kind of stuff. I just don't think it's at the level that they want us to believe it's at. And the reason I don't believe it's at that level is because I never see any real world examples of it. I've never met anyone who's deep into QAnon. I don't know anybody who's a deep racist, other than myself, obviously. It's like, why isn't it manifesting itself in a much more assertive way? Or why isn't it a part of my life? All right, so I can be naive, but they're out there, and we can make fun of them. I don't look at it as a threat. Yes.
I think it's just a bit dismissive to say that, because these individual conspiracy theories, they're Venn diagrams. The guy who believes the 9/11 conspiracy also believes the other conspiracy. Then you end up with the Timothy fucking McVeigh, who blows up the federal building in Oklahoma City. Then you end up with the guys at the Capitol riot. These guys are all, they believe some version, if not all versions.
Right, but what did the guys at the Capitol riot do? You know what I mean? Like, what happened? Their chick got shot in the face.
There's a
Chewbacca
dead
guy.
bodies, I guess.
How many dead bodies?
I don't know.
Well, would you want me to tell you?
Yes, please justify the actions of the Capitol rioters.
All right. Well, I can tell you how many dead bodies there are.
How many?
There's one who was shot by a cop. There's a cop who they said was bludgeoned with a fire extinguisher, but he wasn't. And then there were 3 people who killed themselves, I think, and then there's Chewbacca guy. I mean, these are not. I'm not being dismissive, Brian. This is not a full attempt to. This is not a coup. This is not them taking over our system.
But you end up with events like this. Richard.
Yes, you do. But what's the what did Black Lives Matter do?
Forget it.
All right. Only money's on Brian.
Don't go with my chances.
Point shitting Brian and Gina, the Wee Spa incident.
Incidentally, I think one of the liveliest conversations of the year.
Well, I hung back and listened,
I think this might be the wrong word, but it's fun to, speculate and try and figure out what's going on. I enjoyed that conversation.
For the first 20 minutes.
Whatever happened to that guy?
Who's to say?
It's Lance Bass syndrome. Oh. We were like, "Are you gay? Are you gay? He's got to be gay" for 5 years, and then he goes, "I'm gay," and we go, "All right, we're done with you. Moving on." No. Like, where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Oh, we found him. All right, next. That's kind of how we are as a society.
Yeah.
We're much more interested in the chase than we are in the actual. The result is always. It's kind of like the big prize fight. Build up, build up, build up. Bad blood, bad blood, bad blood. Fight 2.5 rounds. Lackluster.
Yeah.
That's it. It's weird. We're all foreplay.
Mm-hmm.
As a society, we're kind of all foreplay and not really sex.
Mm-hmm.
And but we want to ignore the foreplay and go to the sex.
Yeah.
It's this thing where we're wired for the foreplay.
Right.
We love the hype. We love the buildup. We love the coming into. And then it's like, meh.
You're done.
I mean, it was like, think about Russian collusion and all that stuff. It's like 3 years of we're getting an answer. And then we get an answer. It's like, all right, moving on.
What's next?
We like the chase.
A very early movie example of that, The Truman Show.
Yes.
Remember the big ending to that when he realizes he's in this thing and everyone just turns off their TV?
Yeah.
We're just done.
We're all foreplay and chase, but we also always want to power through the foreplay. Mm-hmm. Everyone wants to open their presents not Christmas morning, but Christmas Eve that night. Remember when you were a kid, you're like, we just open one, tonight, but it's not good for you.
Yeah.
All right. We have Rant of the Year. Number 4, Rant of the Year.
Our 4th nominee for Rant of the Year, Sanjay Gupta and Dr. Fauci.
All right, I will play this Fauci, Sanjay Gupta. It only took Sanjay 19 months to ask fucking Fauci a real question. And Fauci, stupid or liar, he's the world's most leading expert in infectious disease. He's being asked about natural immunity. Well, this is a new subject for him, evidently. Let's see what his thoughts are.
And just real quickly, there was a study that came out of Israel about natural immunity. And basically the headline was that natural immunity provides a lot of protection, even better than the vaccines alone.
Hold on, pause it there for a second. It's not a lot and even. It's 27 times more. That was the study.
I was going to say, I've got guys who are signing declarations in the cases that it's exponentially. That's the word that they're using. Exponentially.
Right. This is Sanjay soft-pedaling it because remember, we're on the same side. We're into fear porn, so I don't want people to get excited. But go ahead.
What are people to make of that? So as we talk about vaccine mandates, I get calls all the time. People say, I've already had COVID, I'm protected, and now the study says maybe even more protected than the vaccine alone.
Not
Should
maybe.
they also get the vaccine?
That's not what the study
make
says. It doesn't say maybe. It just says it is, Sanjay, man of science. Studies don't say maybe. They say it's 27 times more effective, Sanjay. Dr. Sanjay. That's what it says. Doesn't say maybe. We'll read the fucking study. Sorry, go ahead. But he's got to soft pedal it because we got to ask Fauci a real question. This is a difficult time for our news organization. We have to ask a semi-real question. All right, let's see.
They also get the vaccine. How do you make the case to them?
You know, that's a really good point, Sanjay. I don't have a really firm answer for you on that. That's something that we're going to have to discuss regarding the durability of the response. The one thing the paper from Israel didn't tell you is whether or not as high as the protection is with natural infection, what's the durability compared to the durability?
I'll tell you what we have learned from Israel, asshole. The durability of the vaccine is worse shit. That durability, we do know the durability. They're going on a fucking... In Israel, you're not considered fully vaxxed unless you've had the booster shot. Why would Fauci know about natural immunity? Like, oh, hey, where's my steno pad? Let me jot this down. What'd you say again? Nautical immunity? What was that thing, Sanjay? Natural immunity. Huh. 2 years in, I should look into this. Maybe there's some meat on this bone. What'd you call it again, Sanjay? Is it natural immunity? All right, when I get back to the office, I'm going to bring this up. I hope I pronounce it correctly. Yes, it's called natural immunity. You have not looked into it? Fauci, you've not looked into it. These are brand new thoughts you're having in real time on TV. Well, yeah, but not so fast. I've not looked into it. You don't think he's looked into it? You don't think he knows about durability? People have been infected with this shit for 19 months. You don't think he knows about the durability versus the shot? We know the durability of the shot. That's why we have to get a third shot, because it's not durable. So don't fucking trot out that durability bullshit. The shit you're pushing is not durable. Look into it, bitch. We dug into a Mark Garagos rant for that, but you know,
is that reasonable doubt?
A reasonable doubt.
Oh.
Sorry, but it's all it's all under one roof.
Yeah, we did replay it on the Carolla show specifically, so it could be added to the Ace Awards.
In. All right, we will. We're bumping out with the Broadcasting Aces package. Here it is.
Earlier this month, Technical and Creative Arts Ace Awards were given out via Zoom in the following broadcasting categories. Best Morning Zoo.
Backtrack, I know the radio industry's turned its back on you. You've been let go from almost every radio job you've ever had. Hopefully this is a new home you found here.
Yeah, where are we going with this? Talking about my employment history.
Oh, no, I'm just saying, just setting the table. We're welcoming you aboard. We appreciate what you bring to the show.
I appreciate it.
It's unclear what it is, but we appreciate what you bring to the show.
If you don't know what it is, talk to my friend, formerly known as Captain Y from number 1 Y100, Mark Lipoff, who went off to be a consultant, and he works at Morning Show Boot Camp at the Conclave in the Twin Cities every year, and he'll take you behind the velvet rope and let you know what I bring. I'm kind of surprised Seen you every morning, whether it's on a Zoom or right here in the studio, that you don't get nobody know what I bring to the Ass Crack and Back Sack show in the morning time.
Well, I know what you bring, but of course I'm asking for the listener.
I've had a tough year, though.
Yeah, tough year. Yeah, well, I don't want to pile on by talking about your suspect sexuality or the estranged relationship you have with your stepdad from Muncie and the many, many, many consultants you've run into on your many, many travels to many, many radio stations all throughout the country.
I didn't think it was possible, but it's 17 minutes after the hour you decided to hit the accelerator as we zoom to Destination Grievance on that HR highway.
Best intro. And Chris Loxamana is back for some trending topics. And now, a man who thinks NFTs are WTF, thinks the CDC is BS, but thinks RPMs and PSI are A-OK. Adam Carolla.
Yeah, get it on. Got to get it on. No choice but get it on. Man, did you get it on? Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for telling a friend. We love that about you, right, Gina Grab?
That's right.
Handball, Brian.
Heroes don't do that.
Nice job, Lynch, with that opening.
Real good.
Longest outro.
Mahala.
All right, I'm not sucking anybody else's dick until somebody eats my pussy.
Best dictated tweets.
Adam, can I use your platform to send out some tweets?
Yeah, you can.
Look, I've been dying to tweet. I wrote a couple down here.
Okay.
Nancy Pelosi. How could something that old still get its period? Send. Send it, Adam.
All right, hold on. I don't have my phone, but yeah, keep going.
This could be a further violation of the terms of service, Mr. President.
It's fine, Brian. Cool it. Okay, here's another one. Okay, here we go. AOC is the only one from the squad I would bang. Hashtag 3 2s and a 9. Send. Send it, Adam. Do it.
That was good.
Yeah, that's good.
The hashtag's going to catch on. That's good.
Okay. I have more.
All right, go ahead. Keep going.
Aliens are real. Send.
Wow.
Chuck Schumer's asshole is right behind his ball sack. He has 0 tape. Hashtag take no tape. Take no tape, Adam. Send it.
Send that.
Okay.
Hashtag no tape.
No tape.
Initially, when he said his asshole's right behind his ball sack, I thought,
I was like, no duh.
Yeah, show of
Well, we all
hands,
think
fellas.
there's
But
nothing there, but there's a very important patch.
right. Yeah, I wasn't thinking about the taint. Yeah.
Best video game voiceover.
And so yeah, my new Rose is out on Street Fighter V. So people seem
You're
pretty
doing the
excited
VO
about that.
for that?
I always do for Rose.
That's you?
Yeah,
You're Rose?
I'm Rose. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm the guy Rose is fighting, too, Ron, if you're impressed. Purple slacks. Well, they call it purple slacks.
I've always wanted to be a voice in a video game, so I'm very much and truly impressed.
Oh, well, good.
Take this in the spirit in which it's intended, Ron, but I don't know if you can sound menacing.
Oh, I can.
Oh, you can?
I can.
Well,
if I have to.
All right, so let's see if we can work this out. Say, I shall take your spine and eat it like linguine.
Okay. I'm going to take your spine and eat it like linguine.
Oh, you know what? I stand corrected.
I got a little chill on my neck.
I stand corrected.
Thank you.
Woo.
Thank you so much.
For a second, I thought it was directed at me, and I was like, back off, Ron.
Yeah.
All right, let's see if we can try a few more of these wild lines just to see.
Okay. Menacing.
All right, menacing. All right, I'm going to punch my hand through your rib cage and pull out your heart.
I'm going to punch my hand through your rib cage, and then I'm going to pull out your heart if you don't mind.
Yeah, that's good. I like you putting your own flavor at the end there.
This is nightmare fuel.
Okay. Let's see. Okay. I'm going to vanquish you and then have sex with your fiancé in front of your corpse.
I'm gonna vanquish you and then have sex with your fiance in front of your corpse because that's what she wanted. And I'm just trying to give her what she needs.
Wow.
It's a little menacing.
I didn't think it was going to work.
Yeah, it does.
At first, Ron, but man, I'm
scared.
I stand. Let's just do like 27 more of these.
Best non-answer by a non-August.
Nick, you there?
Hello? Yeah, I'm here. How's it going, guys?
Hi, guy.
Thanks for taking my call. Adam, I just wanted to get your thoughts on the new Love Line going woke. I don't know if you followed up with them lately, but a lot of their content on social media is far left propaganda, pro Black Lives Matter, pro victim culture, and all that stuff.
What is the new Love Line?
It was a show you were on.
The new Love Line. Dawson's applauding.
I cannot tell you. I've told you guys this a million times. I wasn't born 8 minutes ago. I'm not clinically insane, and I make my life on a stage with a fucking microphone in my hand, needing to know everything. I'm not asking what Love Line is.
Regarding Henry.
One big cookie.
It's in Love Line. That's the show you were on for over a decade.
Oh, Love Line.
I'm starting to get it. Keep going.
And Sportscaster of the Year.
NBA Mennonite suing James Harden for beard infringement. Adam Silver announces if they go to a bubble again, the league will just build its own strip club. College hoops, more cancellations than the Irvine Improv. That item sponsored by Alan Monet. Pay your alimony with impressionist art. And finally, this week in sports history, the year 1887, the place San Francisco, California, Thomas Stevens becomes the first man to bicycle around the world. Said Stevens, I was on boats for most of it. This Waterhouse Update brought to you by Count Your Dressings, the salad dressing superstore. You'll fall asleep counting your dressings. If you want more of me this weekend for real, I'm doing that simulcast of the Browns-Steelers playoff game Sunday night on the Stereo app. Just download that app and watch the game on NBC, but listen to me and my analyst, Randy Joe Stuttmeyer, sponsored, of course, by OCDC, the most meticulous AC/DC cover band ever. This is Chet Waterhouse reminding you, first of all, even in a pandemic, slow for the cone zone. And, of course, play with pain.
And now, Alcoa presents The Last Word in 2021 for definitely not a Jew. A George Foreman grill, a kangaroo, a box of wine, an iguana, an entire bottle of ketchup, a boat anchor, a lava lamp, a car wash, pistachios, bolt cutters, a pair of slippers, bear repellent, a seagull, 29 weeks pregnant, a cat toy, 6 shark jaws, Dairy Queen, a chicken coop, a can of SpaghettiOs, the Starlight Drive-In Movie Theater, Christian music, Skyler, an accordion, dead alligators, Adolf Hitler,
you, Alcoa, for another great year of sponsorship. We look forward to your support next year for more. Definitely not a Jew.
Oh, Dawson.
A triumph.
Yeah, whenever I listen to them, I always have the same thought, but I don't often voice it, which is how Dawson just commits himself and throws himself in.
Yeah.
It is impressive. After, your 7,000th, definitely not a Jew, you think, maybe bring it down to an 8, just kind of, hammer that check.
Not this guy.
Save the voice for the live gig. Not Dawson. He's
nowhere to
all
go
in.
but up.
Also, I was thinking about, I don't know why, but Jeff Cesario, the salad dressing superstore.
Country dressings.
Laugh. That's what I love about comedy. It's like people have been doing it for 1,000 years, but no one has ever put together salad dressing superstore before. And all right, so we got Rant of the Year number 5 coming your way.
Our 5th nominee for Rant of the Year, leaf blower laws.
The LA Times reports that California will outlaw the sale of new gas-powered lawnmowers, leaf blowers, and chainsaws.
There is a law. These are outlawed. We do not enforce the law because we always decide what the optics are of enforcement of a law. So it's like, you don't pay your fucking taxes, rich guy. We'll definitely enforce that shit. And if you want to drive in the diamond lane, we'll enforce the fuck out of that. And you want to park your Lexus a foot into the red, we'll enforce the fuck out of that. But homelessness, we have no thoughts. You can just fucking camp your shit anywhere and take a dump on any sidewalk you want. We'll not enforce it. There's laws about it.
Yeah.
We don't fucking enforce it. There's laws about leaf blowers. They don't like the optics of it. It's the brown people. It's the poor brown people. The only people really making a living with a leaf blower in Los Angeles are poor and Hispanic. And they don't enforce that shit any more than they don't enforce the shit where the guy's driving around the bootleg ice cream truck or they're selling flowers across from Forest Lawn.
Yeah.
Oh, they're fucking handing out tickets to soccer moms that are going 7 miles an hour faster than the speed limit. They're not doing anything to any of the people down at the Staples Center selling the street meat or the flowers or all this huge underground economy. It's all done by poor Hispanics. That's their voting block. They don't like the optics of it, so they don't fucking enforce it. That's how it works. So again, we live in a society where it's like, what's worse, going 7 miles an hour faster than the fucking speed limit or taking a shit on the fucking sidewalk and sleeping in a park and terrorizing kids? We don't enforce things. It's all fucking political. They figure it out. So that's how it is. Now, climate change has now trumped Hispanics. So now that's a better optic for them. Like, well, now it's this, but then what do we do with the poor Hispanics? By the way, the fuck you, chainsaws? How about you use some of the fucking chainsaws to manage the goddamn forest, bitch? Because we're going to outlaw gas-powered generators or chainsaws or whatever. Twice a year is a fucking forest fire that puts more fucking soot and carbon in the air than 10,000 chainsaws all running 24/7 for 1,000 years, you fucking retards. Inspired.
Finally.
All right. Interview of the year. I'm always excited to hear about this one. So we'll play that next category.
The nominees for Interview of the Year are Eric Kramer.
Prior to going to this this depression center, I want to say that might have been in, say, June-ish of 2015. So prior to that, I had purchased a gun, and it was at a Simi Valley gun store. And I remember walking in there having this internal feeling like, how is everybody not reading what's like, I'm buying this gun for a reason. How's anyone not going to see that? But I bought it, but you just can't take it that day. And so I think there's a waiting period, right? A cooling off period. So then I go away to this depression center, and while I'm gone, I remember thinking a time or two, well, this gun's going to be gone by the time I get back. And they were going to have sold it, whatever. Well, They didn't. And this friend of mine had told me that I told him. He's the one who picked me up from the airport and stayed with me. And apparently I told him what I did, where I got it. And so he took my driver's license over there. And he said, hey, he showed him driver's license. If this guy ever comes in here looking for that gun, this is what he's going to do with it. And yet, however many weeks after I got back, I went to that same gun store and picked it up. And I think at some point after coming back home, I began planning my exit, and it was a financial one. So I was kind of putting everything in place for everybody, including Dylan, my son, and then there came that day where there was nothing left to do, and I remember driving over to the Goodnight Inn and even, having dinner like at a certain time, and went down the road to a restaurant I'd been to before.
Do you remember what you ordered? Like that's your last meal.
Right. It was a friend of mine I went to high school with said, you mean you went and you had your own Last Supper?
Yeah.
And yeah, I did. And I think that was, I don't remember being hungry.
Did you have to get drunk or high or anything? Or
No.
Just sober?
Sober. Yep. But obviously I must have not been quite as much of a cold-blooded killer of myself that I think I was. Like I was obviously texting people, friends of mine, saying where I was and what I was going to do. And so yeah, I ate dinner. I don't remember much of what happened after that, but eventually I came back to that room, and apparently it was a combination of calling people, texting people, having a gun in my hand, and eventually there was nothing left to do with that.
Will.i.am.
Remember Prince came up to me one day and he's like, we did a show in Minnesota. He came backstage and he was like, congratulations, you have yours. I'm like, we have one. He was like, some of us get lucky to channel that one in, and some of us have multiple ones, but it's very rare to get your one.
Your hit.
It's a different type of hit.
Yeah. It's like everyone knows it. It's always kind of there.
Well, everyone knew I Got a Feeling. I mean, everyone knew Where's the Love and Let's Get Started. It's a different level of hit, though. Like 1999 is different than Little Red Corvette.
Right.
Thriller is different. I'm not being blasphemous. I'm not saying that I Got a Feeling is equivalent to Thriller. I'm just saying that every artist, if they try hard enough, will get there. Celebrate good time. Come on. Dun, 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 dun. Woohoo! Like, there's these elements that are like, damn. Katy Perry got her. She has a whole bunch of hits, but that Roar record is pretty special. Christina Aguilera, like that Beautiful record, that's pretty special. And then there's groups that have like good songs, like freaking Journey. Don't Stop Believing. The fuck out of here, bro. Do you know how hard it is to fucking write songs like that? Like that's a fucking and at sometimes like just like you never dream about playing the Grammys or playing the Super Bowl. It's like you hear these staples and you're like, what were they thinking of when they wrote that? And
I don't know if they knew it at the time. And whenever you interview these guys, they always say they wrote it on a cocktail napkin while they were drunk on an airplane or something.
For me, I Got a Feeling was like a 30-second song. It was New Year's 2008 turned 2009. And they were rushing me to leave. Like, come on, we're going to miss the party. We were going to go see DJ AM, rest in peace, DJ at the the Wiltern on Western and Wilshire.
Yeah, that's why it's called the Wiltern.
And I was driving. They were like, rush me, hurry up, we're going to miss it. I was like, no, wait. Let me just get this one out. And I played the beat. And I'm like, And then I started mouthing the mumble. I translated the mumble on the spot. And I still have the recording of the mumble to the mouthing to the right, that whole thing. And then I remember like coming back the next day like, do I know this song? Does this song exist, or is this pre-déjà vu? Am I gonna know this song? Like déjà vu is like déjà vu, hey, this happened before. But pre-déjà vu is like, this is gonna happen. And when Prince was like, you got yours. You got yours. Remember where you were the moment that song entered, so you could call it again.
And Mike Posner.
I'm walking, and it's freaking hot out, man. August 8th, 2019. And I'm in pain. Like, when I wake up in the morning, I can barely stand up. That's just real. Mm-hmm. And I gotta wrap my head around the fact, like, how am I going to walk 24 miles? Like, I'm trying to brush my teeth, and like, it hurts so bad just to stand. But you start to move a little bit, the body warms up a little bit, and you start going. And I'm walking, and I notice I'm actually falling asleep as I walk. And this road, Colorado 10, doesn't have a big shoulder, so I think this is pretty dangerous. So I'm gonna stop, and I just went to the ditch next to the road, and I went to sleep. And when I woke up, the sun was up, and when I went to sleep, it was still dark. I woke up, started walking. The truck pulls up. He said, "You know where you are, kid?" I said, "Yeah." And he goes, "Be careful for snakes here." I said, "Copy that." Yeah, I heard some snakes before already on my journey. And I walked 16. I was just like super tired. I got 8 more to do. I'm gonna try to get 24. I go in the RV. The RV is parked on the side of the road. I got like some food and stuff. I come out of the RV. It's time to get my last 8. There's 2 fans there that were walking with me that day. I just feel something bite my ankle. The pain shoots like through my leg. I'm thinking, what the frick was that, man?
Right outside the RV?
Right outside the RV.
In Colorado, right?
Colorado. Mm-hmm. And right after that, I heard this sound. Shh. And I thought, shit. And I just realized, poisonous rattlesnake just sunk its fangs into my ankle. And I don't know if you remember the end of Looney Tunes when those colorful circles kind of converge on the center of the screen and it says, "That's all, folks." Well, that's what started happening. Once that venom started washed through me, the pain of the bite, it's like, whatever. I was already in pain. Fuck it. Once that venom started go through me, it was like, just like the end of Looney Tunes, except instead of colorful circles, it's like black. Darkness coming in from the edge of my awareness. And
right moments after you were
5
bitten?
minutes.
5 minutes. Where were you, in the RV at this point?
I was just sitting out right in front of it. I think maybe it was under the shade of the RV, and I never saw the thing. There's only 2 ways to get bit by a rattlesnake. One is if you're fucking with it. The second way is if you surprise it.
Right.
And that's what I think. Maybe I stepped on. I never saw it, and I don't think it saw me. And so that was the problem. And so, yeah, I just felt myself fading away. And called 911. The guys, the fans that were there that day, Jack, they called 911. They let me talk to the person on the line, and I said, what's going on? They said, look, you're in the middle of La Junta and Walsenburg. They're 70 miles apart. We sent ambulances from both towns, and we sent a helicopter. Whatever gets there first, get in. And I said, am I going to die? And the voice on the other line said, I don't know, sir. And so, I wait an hour, I'm in the back of the ambulance, and I was thinking, like, this could be the end of my life. And if it is, I'm not gonna waste the last few hours of my life worrying. I'm just gonna enjoy the last few hours. So I started looking around, and I noticed like the paint on the back of the ambulance door, and I just noticed how like beautiful and passionate and like bright the paint was, and it was actually a really peaceful moment. And that I guess proximity to mortality made life more vibrant. And I experienced a moment of peace. And part of my life after that is figuring out how to access that peace without almost dying.
Some contenders.
Yeah, I mean, I played Pop Warner football with Eric Kramer when I was 7. His dad was the coach. Crazy. Yeah, as I always say about Kramer, at some point I was 26 and a loser, and I was watching him as a starting quarterback in the NFL. And I was like, why? You both started on the same team. Now you're a fucking loser, and he's starting on the Bears. And then later on, he tries to put a bullet through his own head. Actually, he does.
Yeah.
He does.
All right. The winner is Eric Kramer.
Wow. It was a great interview.
Yeah, it's funny.
Someone tell Eric.
When you interview Eric Kramer, he put a pistol under his chin and fired a bullet through his mouth, through his tongue, through his brain, out the top of his head. But when you speak to him, he'll speak for a little while. Sometimes people have idiosyncrasies when they speak, and he'll talk, and then at some point he'll go, and then he'll talk for a little while, and then he'll go. And there's a party who wants to go, hey, knock it off. And there's a party who goes, oh, you put a bullet through your tongue and through your jaw and through your brain.
Glands don't work.
That's almost nothing for what you've been through. Jesus. All right, number 3, Song of the Year.
Our third nominee for Song of the Year, Paul Bryan and Rich Banks for Addams Family.
They're boring and they're lazy. They're sure to drive you crazy. They don't care about racing. It's Addams Family. There's a Wyatt and Lauren, a homeless cat named Norman. His daddy plays the horn. It's Addams Family.
Oh, great. How would I know that? Hell yeah.
They never went to eat out. His sister tried to sneak out. His mom is yelling freak out. It's Addams Family.
Catchy.
Nice. All right, now we go on to Best Live Musical Moment.
The nominees for Best Live Musical Moment are DJ Khaled and Jim Carolla.
Get a close-up, get a close-up. Get a close-up of the case, the guitar. You know what I'm saying? And a special note from the Marley family.
What are his fingers doing?
Just an open fret and some strumming.
Hey, Chris. Not a bad tune.
Speaking of tuning.
Come on.
My dad's sitting in with the horn. Mash that up. I got to hear him playing with my dad. Who's mastered their instrument better, Jim Carolla or DJ?
Remix. Buffalo Soldier.
I kind of like it now.
Oh, keep it going, old man.
Kevin Nealon and the Impalas.
You have Kevin's Uh-Oh.
Kevin Nealon. Yeah.
Kevin Nealon's Uh-Oh. If you listen to the beginning of Impalas, I Ran All the Way Home, I'm pretty sure.
Sorry, oh, so sorry. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Taking all the way.
Uh-oh.
Kevin's feeling it.
Backup vocals.
Gina and Adam for the Brady Bunch duet.
You remember all the songs that the Silver Platters sang, though. Remember when
We
they
gotta keep on dancing all through the night. We're gonna keep on doing it right. We're gonna keep on dancing. We're gonna keep on grooving.
Keep on dancing all through the night.
Yeah.
That was a good one. And of course, when it's time to change, you've got to rearrange who you are and what you gonna be. Sha-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Sha-na-na-na-na.
Gina, as Minnesota Mom sings Marilyn Monroe.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mr. President. Happy birthday to you.
Wow. Yeah.
Sultry.
Your husband's a lucky man.
Oh, thanks.
And Adam and Chris for the Get It On recording session.
I wonder if there were some lyrics that like didn't make the cut, like where the Chase guy was like, I got this song called Get It On, and his bandmates were like, oh yeah, that sounds good. And it's like, get it on in the morning now. And I was like nodding their head like, yeah, get on in the evening now. Yeah. It's like, get it on even if you don't want to and give consent. And everyone's like, huh?
Oh, whoa,
Get it on with your kid sister now. Ba-na-na-na-na, ba-na-na-na. Get it on while the dog watches now. Ba-na-na-na-na-da-da. Get it on with your stepdad in the room now. Huh? What's that?
The first two lines are great. I don't know about...
Get it on with your stepdad watching now? It was Get It On in the morning.
Sing that.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
so...
Get in the morning was really good.
So I got...
Shines Bright. That one was nice. I thought...
I get on.
Poetic.
Yeah, so I got Get It On in the morning now. I got Get It On in the evening now. I just want to check my lyric sheet. I got Get It On while your stepdad watches and masturbates now.
No.
I got what?
No, I think we're covered with
you don't want the morning?
I mean, that's all day. No, we can do morning and
not the evening. So we go right from morning to stepdad?
No, we should do morning and evening. Let's lose the stepdad line. I think more people will relate to the morning and evening, and it covers our base.
Oh, okay. I get it.
Maybe we just make this one of our shorter songs.
Oh, all right. I got one. Get on in the morning now. Ba-na-na-na. Get on in the evening now. Ba-na-na-na. Get it on. Get on while that weird clown puppet is watching us on your chair now. Ba-na-na-na-na, boom, ba-na-na-na.
Oh, no.
Just, you don't want the evening?
Morning. No, I love evening. I love morning and evening.
Okay.
Where's this clown puppet thing coming from?
All right. You know what? I'm going to go another direction. Get on in the morning now, Bana. Get on in the evening now, Bana. Get it on while you're in REM and can't render consent now, Bana. Boom, Bana. Get on when you're in a hospital bed now, Bana. Get on after a roof you do now, Bana. Boom.
I think we should stick to rhymes and just it's a mouthful. I think we had it with morning and evening. Maybe we could even repeat that throughout the song. Let's just repeat the lines.
So what rhymes with hospice?
No.
What?
Don't rhyme anything with hospice.
Oh, well, I'll rhyme it with care. Hospice care, right? Hospice is stuff. Care. There. We'll get it on there. Get it on there. Over there during the hospice care. Ba-na-na-na-na-boom-boom. Oh, you're a genius, man.
Strong.
Wow. Live music moment, everybody. That is kind of interesting. I don't know why that Impala song, I Ran All the Way Home. I've just always been I don't own the record. I don't own a recording of it. It's not my phone, but I always had that,
Oh.
And then at some point when Nealon did his, my brain has always connected.
Fused them.
It's always fused those two things, but it sat around for like 7 years. And then at some point, it just kind of came out.
Perfect.
All right. Best live musical moment. Adam and Chris, get it on.
Well
Recordings
deserved.
by the band Chase, everyone. And now we go on to our 6th offering of Rant of the Year.
Our 6th nominee for Rant of the Year, COVID and kids sports.
Outdoor transmission has never been a thing. Why don't we just give up the ghost? What I'm saying is there's 2 things we positively know about this virus. Outdoors is the best place you can be. They just had an article in the LA Times today, the fucking LA Times, where they're like, well, we may be coasting down the backside of this, with spring coming up and people going outdoors. It's going to even lessen it. It's like, it's going to lessen it? You guys were fucking championing the beaches being shut down 6 months ago, you fucking hypocrites. But by the way, they always knew it was safe outdoors. It wasn't about not being outdoors. It was about keeping you indoors. That's what it was about. They always knew. There's no epidemiologist who thinks outdoors is dangerous for fucking anything. They knew it the whole time. This was them just flexing their muscle to keep you locked down, to keep you where they wanted you, where they could keep tabs on you. So now even the LA Times is saying, well, people are going outdoors. We're going to have even less of this. But there's 2 things we know. Outdoors was never an issue, and kids were never an issue. So we got rid of youth sports, kids, and outdoors. Those are the 2 fucking things we knew early and often. And you don't think it hurts kids to not be involved with these sports and not be outside and not be competing?
Devastating.
It's devastating. Who gives a shit about the kids? That's what I'm saying. Like, hey, we got to be safe. We got to be safe. Yes, you have to be safe, but it doesn't affect the kids, and outdoors is safe. So with that in mind, could somebody go, hey, this is what I want to do? I suggest, could someone from the city council go, hey, I got a plan. Why don't we open up the outdoors and youth sports again? Or nothing. Or just lock it down. Or we're going to bust Tin Horn Flats because they stayed open on their patio. That's where you want your fucking resources to go? Jesus Christ. I know I sound like a madman. I don't know what's wrong with everybody. Wake the fuck up. These people don't have your best interests in mind. I don't know what they have in mind. It scares me to think about what they have in mind, but they're certainly not following the science. So stop listening and go outdoors. Just fucking go out and take over the park. Just everyone at once. Just get all your fucking kids out there and start playing and let them bust you. Ugh. I remember being in Arizona and there was all these soccer teams playing in Arizona because I had to come from California to go to Arizona. What the fuck is the difference between California and Arizona in soccer? And by the way, when you look back at any outdoor anything, all the gloom and doom on the beach and the kids and the outdoors and the transmission and the what. Okay, just keep that in mind for the next time they make an announcement. Would you please, everybody? We're going to bulldoze the beach volleyball courts. We're going to arrest the guy.
Take the posts out
middle,
of the sand.
Guy's in the middle of the canal, the middle of the channel.
Yep.
He's just wakeboarding or he's alone on his
paddleboarding.
We're gonna arrest him when he comes to shore. Come on, everybody.
Yep.
Wake on up now. Here we go. All right. Most uncomfortable moment. Oh boy.
The nominees for most uncomfortable moment are Dawson's love life.
Dawson, what's your status?
Single.
Let's explore that a little bit. You're
alone.
You're a successful man.
Got 2 dogs.
Homeowner.
But Dawson, you have you know.
That's the funniest thing ever said.
There are a few more synonyms we can get into.
I know you, but I feel like I could craft a version of your life that would be quite enticing.
Oh my, rock star?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot there. There's a lot to like for ladies. You're not fat.
No.
You're not ugly.
Thank you.
You're not poor. I'm going to focus on things you're not. I'm not really going to focus on the positive.
Not gay.
Not gay. So what's up? Why no lady friend?
I don't know. Maybe my standards are too high.
I think
I probably fucked up. I think I probably let a few go in the past that maybe I should have held on to.
Well, now can you readjust? You know what I mean? Can you recalibrate?
Yeah, it's been all about a recalibration. But the thing, you know, when you get to 47 years old and you're you're not going to be anybody else.
No, I'm not talking about you changing. I'm talking about you sort of changing your expectations of like dating Lisa Loeb, for instance, versus, chick that works over at the Walgreens, you know?
Yeah. Look, I mean, I don't know, man.
If you cry, I'm going to kill myself.
No. I'm fucking great. August and Lynch's house.
Mike, sorry, defend yourself against you saying that Lynch should destroy his home that he spent so much sweat equity and love on. His home.
That shack that was built in the country in 1960, it should have been leveled in the 40s. Jesus Christ, he's talking about putting an extension on it? Are you nuts?
So the defense isn't, I didn't say that.
It said, I stand by it. What's wrong with you?
My defense is I was too polite to start with. He really should have leveled it.
Yeah.
He just got $70,000 over asking for that house, Mike.
Well, remember, it's in the street.
70 over asking.
That house was built a century ago and nothing was out there. Through the years in the 50s and 60s, they built some nice suburban homes, so he had a valuable piece of real estate.
Oh.
You didn't even tell, he didn't even talk about what I really told him to do, which he hated. I said, put a mobile home in the back and live in that.
Yeah, he wanted him to go full Rockford Files and tear down the house.
You instantly get a master bedroom, a master bath, a dining living room. You could have an office for yourself. Your kid could have a playroom. Your life would get 3,000% better and it cost you $50,000.
Well, the joke's on you, Mike, because he sold it, he got over asking, and he's moving into a bigger house.
But wait a second, August, you could be the one laughing last because maybe they're buying it for the dirt.
No.
Oh, they definitely.
Okay.
You haven't seen this place. It'll be gone tomorrow.
Well, now
you just back over it with your car and it'll fall right over.
And Gina found a sign.
Yeah, we're going to do trending topics here, but first, something we've been sitting on for a little while that Gina found.
Lately, the gold mine has been the For Crying Out Loud Facebook page, Lynette's Facebook page, and somebody posted this from their neighborhood.
Hold on. Sorry.
Yes.
Max Pata, when you state it as Gina found a sign, I think you should probably do the part where she didn't find the sign, but she found the sign online.
I did say that, but I could see how you may not.
You did say that?
Yes.
You said they went to the Facebook page.
Yeah. Well, I said she found a sign online. I did. I promise you.
Gina found a sign. Gina found a sign.
Yeah.
Okay. But this is For Crying Out Loud Facebook page.
Yeah, it's a real sign.
I'm just saying. I think Gina found a sign because Gina has a young one, and Gina goes to the park, and that we got into the sign.
I can see how you're.
Yes, just say it's off the. It was posted onto the For Crying Out Loud Facebook page, and Gina found it.
Okay. Okay.
Well, because I think she had this experience.
I understand that's what you think, but I promise you, I did not convey it in such a way.
It's either I
don't even think you know what Facebook pages are, so I don't.
I know what For Crying Out Loud is, right?
Right.
Well, that's our thing, right?
Yeah.
All right, just say it's for our thing then.
Okay.
Because my choice is either Gina went to the park and saw this sign, which is what I think happened, or Gina was just cruising the internet looking for signs. I didn't know it was off of the... You could give a plug to For Crying Out Loud.
Well, I don't think there's a better plug than this one.
All right. Most uncomfortable moment with an asterisk because it did not involve Bald Brian this year. Most uncomfortable moment, Adam and Dawson.
Oh, yeah. Dawson got real vulnerable.
The real winners is whoever didn't get nominated.
That's
right.
true.
All I want to do is
100%.
dodge that bullet every year.
All right, Song of the Year, our number 4 offering is next.
Our 4th nominee for Song of the Year, Mike Lynch and Rich Banks for My Sharia Law.
The Taliban are out in full force. They took over the presidential palace, occupied Kabul's version of the Oval Office. Afghanistan's president fled the country. Now the Taliban are back as the U.S. leaves Afghanistan gripped by panic and run by extremists.
My Sharia law, written in Muhammad's day. My Sharia law, women basically are slaves. My Sharia law says women cannot go outside their door without a burqa that goes to the floor or get whipped by Taliban. There's no cafes or even walking on the street without a male escort. The penalty is you are beat. My Sharia law, ancient Muslim rules you can't ignore. They are back because the Afghan war we lost to Taliban. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar.
I'm sorry, Weird Al, but listen, can I say that? Like I started with Weird Al, like ba na 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 my Bologna. He's venerated. He can do shit I did when I was 9.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sorry. You know, the thing, like, you watch sports and you watch Aaron Rodgers, and you don't sit around and go, well, fuck, Michael Lynch could do that. We'll just give fucking Mike Lynch we'll give him the rock, and he'll just start over the frozen tundra.
Right.
He can fucking fling that rock better. It's a weird thing.
Right.
Mike Lynch and Rich Banks are much better than Weird Al. I remember na 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 Ayatollah. That was another Dr.
Demento?
Dr. Demento hit from like back in the 70s. Like, most of that stuff was junk.
Yeah.
It was just fucking junk, and it's still junk, and the new stuff is junk, and all the offerings from Lynch and Rich Banks are at a much higher level than those guys. So
way better than Yoda.
Right, and Lynch is a professional psychologist, and Banks is a professional golfer or something. So he doesn't. They're doing.
Get him some shoes.
But like Weird Al, they're a lot better than you part time. It's not even their fucking job. It's like they get dispatched this stuff. Like, do it this weekend.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Agreed 100%. Is there any factions who might be listening? I did not find that last song funny and disapprove of it.
Same.
Yeah, it's a lot better crafted than any Weird Al. Eat it, eat it, eat it. Right, another one rides the bus.
Who's fat?
I mean, that's what fucking 9-year-olds do. That's a 9-year-old. When I was writing odes to my friend's big dick in high school, they're much better crafted when I was 16 and a half than that.
Way more romantic.
Ugh.
Okay for the heart.
All right. It's true. All right. We will take ourselves a quick break. We'll come back with some daytime Ace Awards right after this.
At a private ceremony earlier this year, Daytime Ace Awards were given out in the following categories: Best True Crime Show,
as much as I made fun of those mothers, I always loved the mothers whose 15-year-old gangbanger was accused of shooting the girl in the park, and they were up there screaming and fighting with the cops and saying, my baby would never do that. My mom would not put up such an argument.
No.
Very convinced.
Do you think Adam's capable of killing another human being? Well, I can't say that I know every thought that runs through his head.
How would I know that?
Do you think that he has murder in his soul?
How should I know?
Well, I mean, you're his mom. We're trying to figure out whether he's capable of taking another life.
How would I know that?
Well, you ostensibly raised him, I guess, clinically, I suppose.
How should I know?
So, could he murder or not? Because
how should I know?
Well, we're going to take him to Sing Sing if you don't put up some sort of viable argument.
How can you possibly expect me to answer that?
Best Commercial Director.
I was just watching TV, the CNN this morning, and I saw the FemiClear commercial with the talking vagina. You directed that.
Yes. The challenge for me as a filmmaker was how do we make sure the audience knows that it's the vagina that's singing?
Well, first off, you're no longer a filmmaker. You make douche commercials for kids. All right, that's your new title. And you're going to get pigeonholed and no longer be a celebrated documentarian, but the douche whisperer. They're going to be like, we got to get Jordan Brady for our ass cream. We got to get Jordan in. Oh, you got herpes? Get Jordan in here. He's going to fix it.
He's the best.
Hemorrhoids? Nobody knows the nether regions like Jordan.
We need a UTI guy.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, you got a urethra tract infection. You get Jordan in. He knows the groin.
Yeah.
When you think jock itch, think Jordan.
Oh,
love it.
We got a huge ball powder campaign coming your way, Jordan. So that's going to be that's your bread and butter. That's your niche. That's what you're known for.
Ain't nobody got nothing on our cream.
You know how Scorsese does gangster movies?
Right.
This is going to be you, except for with ass cream.
Monkey butt, no problem.
Best Heckler Handling.
Now, what you can see right here, is the dog was on the bed, too close to my cock. Yeah.
Yes. No, I don't need him humbly winning. I would tell you this. If you want to...
Shut the fuck up. Lady, shut the fuck up. No, don't point it at him. Just shut up. We're all here to have a good time. Nobody is annoying in here but you right now. Shut up. You will get kicked out.
All right, listen.
Lady, I will call my stepdad George to fly down here and fuck you in the mouth if you don't shut the fuck up. Stop it. Let the man talk. You're paid to see Adam Carolla, right? But who paid to see Adam Carolla tonight? Jesus Christ,
Sorest Game Show Loser.
I'm going to protect my lead and just go right at the Mason-Dixon line, 60.
I've played this game long enough to know that when Adam Carolla throws out a number off the top of his head, you go with that number. 33.
Well, I may have gone high, but who cares, Darren? We're already out. 68.
The Mighty Ducks is rotten.
Oh, yes!
At 21%.
I blame you, partisan Minnesota crowd. You influenced me. Oh, with your love of this film. Oh, so precious. The way your face is lit up. God damn it.
What a game.
You want to hear some scores?
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Bald Brian got a big boost at the end there, but was it enough? We'll find out. First, Gina Grad, congratulations. You made the podium.
Thank you.
Gina Grad, 116 for third place. Bald Brian coming in with a score of 56. Was it enough to beat the ace man who was right down the barrel all the way through until the end? Adam Carolla, your score deserves a congratulations for second place. 67, the win goes to Bald Brian.
God damn it!
Best cameo appearance.
Oh.
Is that Natasha
Happy
Henstridge?
birthday to you.
Whatever they paid, worth it.
Happy birthday to you.
Oh my.
Happy birthday, dear Adam, sexiest man alive.
Oh, I love her.
Happy 57th birthday. Happy birthday to you.
Adam Driver?
That's my Marilyn Monroe impression. That's my version of Marilyn Monroe singing to JFK, who is only half as smart, was only half as smart, half as sexy, and definitely not as funny as you are. So your mijo, Robert, wanted to send you this video as a thank you for making all the people laugh during this quarantine. And I separately want to send you a happy birthday just because I think you're fabulous. And you know, I've always had the biggest crush on you.
I told you!
And
She was paid to say that.
yeah, you're pretty awesome. I hope you're having a great day. I hope you're having a good year. And I think I missed you recently. I think we were supposed to do something together recently.
What?
Yeah.
We're going to have to make it happen sometime. Happy birthday, Adam. Happy birthday. And also, you're welcome, Bald Brian. Not sure if I'm missing something there with that.
I'm missing something there.
He's missing some jizz.
Yeah, seriously, made me a man.
Mwah,
why
sending
she
you a big
sent you
kiss. Hope you're really well and have a great year ahead.
Oh my God. And she was in a
Nice.
silky little robe.
I know. Come. I was going to say hither, but I'm done.
Worst compliment.
I've been trying to get both the freeway weed people and the electronic freeway sign people to come on. I think it's because they're hearing what you're saying. So I just need a clip of you complimenting them.
Yes.
And I can forward that to them.
All right, let's see.
You want to invite them in to shake their hand.
Yeah.
See if I can summon something up. Hey, man, you know who's doing a bang-up job in the highways and byways of SoCal?
Who's that, Ace Man?
Oh, the folks that are in charge of the...
All right,
Oh, God, are you okay?
That was an aborted take. We'll take two when Adam proposes himself.
Get a clean take in a second.
Still going.
Oh, sloppy joes were bad.
You were close on that one, man.
Look a
What
little
was I saying? Those guys are, well, I don't use the term crackerjack that often, but when it comes to the good ladies and men, they're all... what's that?
Oh, God.
Chris, don't send him this clip.
Yeah, we'll have to edit that in post.
And Pete Holmes for worst impression. First up, Hugh Grant. He announced in November that he'd contracted COVID-19.
I believe I have COVID-19. I tried.
Hey, McConaughey, I heard you may be running for like governor of Texas or something.
I just want to see this country coming back together. You know, I just want to see people unite and have a good time, live in a trailer down on the beach, take your dick out, just show it to the moon. Show the moon your dick, but one of your balls, just one of them.
Dave Chappelle's team released a statement that the comedian would be canceling shows in Austin after testing positive for COVID-19, adding that he was receiving daily testing and was asymptomatic.
I'm asymptomatic. I got the COVID. I don't give a shit.
That's also my Aziz and my Rasparai.
I was going to say, how is that the best one so far?
I never claimed to be good, but I'm here to have fun.
Gotta love Pete Holmes. Such a nice guy.
Oh.
Nothing better than a nice guy.
The menchiest.
Absolutely. I ran into him doing a stand-up a couple of weeks ago. He's just that guy who hugs you. He's like friendly. He's in a good mood. I don't think people understand. People are sort of dogs, little yappy dogs, Labradors. They're just people sort of go like, why is that guy nicer? Why is that guy so standoffish? It's just him.
Yeah, it's his breed.
Pete Holmes is friendly.
That's who he is.
That's who he is. All right. Song of the Year, number 5.
Our 5th nominee for Song of the Year, Mike Dawson, for the Dr. Drew and Jim Carolla Ram Jam mashup.
All right. And the winner Song of the Year is My Sharia Law.
I don't support that.
No, I can't go behind that.
Yeah.
100% behind it. I think I inspired that one.
You
I
did.
think that was.
You asked for it.
I asked for it, but boy, did they deliver.
Oh, yeah.
All right. We have our Drops segment now, sponsored by Bald Brian.
That's right.
The nominees for Best Drop by a Carolla are...
Thank you for being the shit. There's nothing people like more than fucking and ribs. I watch The Love Boat.
That's just a waste of my time.
I need more people that have my skin tone to hang out with so I feel comfortable.
And the Ace Award goes to...
Thank you for being the shit. Yeah, we. When did you start doing drops, Brian?
Ever or this year?
Ever.
2000. It was probably right around Cinco de Mayo 2006 when Lynch was in Ireland, and I did the drops that morning with the Ranchero band.
Do you remember your first drop?
I remember the first, not the first one I captured in real time. I remember. Hold on.
Oh.
Oh, sweet irony.
That might be one of the first ones.
Pulled from Princess Bride?
That's a deep pull. That's from a Kevin Smith movie called Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. That's Will Ferrell as an animal wrangler, a cop getting shot in the ass by a monkey.
Oh, sweet irony.
All right, we move on to Best Guest.
We have more drops.
We have more drops.
Oh, we have more drops. Oh, sorry.
The nominees for Best Drop by Gina
Oh, okay.
Well, I'm an LA 4, but I'm a Kansas 9. Shit, yeah! Gary is a gay man who has not obviously declared his sexuality.
Useful.
I'd be happy to weigh in. I've seen a cock or two. That's why darkies were born.
Wow. Totally in context.
All right. So now we have.
The Ace Award goes to. No big surprise here.
Shit, yeah! Thank you.
Now, do we have a guest here or a staff here?
Here we go.
All right.
The nominees for Best Drop by Dawson are... Is this a joke? Black Men, I Love You. Turbo Negro. We're gonna go find some drugs and find some chicks and party. not order tacos at 3 p.m.
And the Ace Award goes to, well, this can't be right. Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time in Ace Award history, a late writing campaign has put a new drop on the board.
Bukkake?
Well deserved.
Ace Award history has been made.
The nominees for Best Drop by an Adam Carolla Show staffer are great.
Yeah, I got seasonal allergies. What of it? You really fucked me.
Oh, no.
We are looking at a thirst trap.
The Ace Award goes to...
Great.
Yay.
That is so Loud and Clear was a great drop, but it needed more context.
Yeah.
The nominees for Best Drop by a Guest are...
Ma, relax. I'm only fucking her in the asshole.
1, 2, 3, 4. I declare a tickle war, yes, with everybody on set.
You're a liar.
I'm in favor of legalizing all drugs.
Yeah, baby.
And the Ace Award goes to...
Yeah, baby. That's Caitlyn Jenner, right?
Big surprise there.
Indeed.
All right. So now we move on to best. I would say one of the most coveted, most coveted award
We've
of
had,
the year.
We've had blowback from guests in years past where it's like, wow, didn't we get nominated?
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. They
They're on
speak
the
up.
air. Yeah.
Well, here we go. Best guest.
The nominees for Guest of the Year are Jerry Springer.
Were you ever scared? Or what is the most scared you were?
One day, and the other rule, right? The first rule was I couldn't know what it was about, and the second rule was we weren't allowed to have any censorship.
All right, so hold on. Every one of those episodes, you would just start cold. You had
absolutely
no idea what the subject was.
That doesn't make me wonderful. That actually it's easier.
Yeah, I agree. It's organic.
Less prep. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and then because then I'm natural. Then I'm just, if I were watching the show, I say, "You did what?"
Right.
So, okay. And the other rule was there couldn't be any censorship, and because the show was about outrageous behavior. Well, and that's why you couldn't be on the show unless you did something which was dysfunctional or out of the ordinary, whatever. We had this one guy on who was anti-Semitic and raising his children to be Nazis. And I had lost my family in the Holocaust. So, and he referred to me, he was sitting there on stage, and he said, he kept referring to me as you, quote, hook-nosed Jew blank. And so I knew he was trying to get me, so I did, the audience went crazy, but I just let it slide. He's going to try to insult me, and I'm not going to get... Well, at one point, he says, if I had your mother, I would turn her into the lampshade and stuff her into the trunk of my car. And that, I lost it. So I go up on stage, and he's sitting in his chair, and I'm sticking my finger close to his face and said, shut your that time I did curse. And he stands up. He's 6'4", 6'5". This is not going to end well. Security jumps on stage, throws him down on the ground. And once he's on the ground, I'm going, come on.
Barry Sonnenfeld.
The thing about our producer is he managed to always find the most unerotic way to shoot these scenes. So Dick decided to do this double insertion, a man in this woman's vagina and another man in her rectum.
Sure.
And the actress for the double insertion didn't show up. So Dick went across the street to Barney's and found a woman who was a tailor and convinced her she wanted to be in a porno.
Whoa.
So we had this amateur actress doing this double insertion. And the way Dick did it is he took a dining room table and took the middle leaf out of the dining room table and so the woman is sort of sway back, laying on the table. So there's a man on top of the table in her vagina, and then Mark Antony is below the table doing pull-ups with his legs and arms, trying to keep his penis in her ass from underneath. It was so wrong. It was so disgusting. It was so unerotic. And then it went downhill from there because I was, just like Raising Arizona, we'll get back to that. I've always been a very wide-angle guy, right? Because wide-angle sort of, it makes things cartoony and extreme. So when you're shooting an insert of a penis in an ass at this point, with a wide lens, you have to be very close to the action. So now Mark Antony is now on top of her. The other guy came very quickly. So now Mark is he's on top of her in her ass. He's having sex with her. She's thrilled and delighted. And he pulls his penis out. I'm maybe 8 inches from her ass. And it's as if her insides were a warm bottle of champagne that had been shaken way too much. Literally a fountain. It was like he was the cork, and a fountain of human excrement shoots up all over me, the camera, my face. I put the camera down. I throw up on them. I leave the loft. I take an elevator down. Luckily, no one's in the elevator. And I am now standing on the corner of 17th and 6th in a pouring rainstorm, covered in human excrement, looking like Willem Dafoe at the end of Platoon.
Sammy the Bull Gravano.
Is it always a pistol, or is there many different ways? Because it seems like you're saying I want to do it fast and clean versus some other way.
I'm a hit guy. So you want to ask me directly what I can use? I'll kill you in any fucking which way I want. With a hammer, with a knife, with a gun. It doesn't matter.
Let me move this can.
Yes, move that can.
Sorry, put it over here closer to Brian.
Right next to me.
Yeah,
It's called liquid death.
So it is true. So you go, and by the way, there's different modalities depending on what you think of the person. Is that correct?
No, not really. I mean, there's reasons why guys die, like I just explained, and you can like the guy or love the guy. You can't control it.
So just walk us through. So you go, all right, here's the night we're going to do this, or the day we're going to do this. Everyone's on the same page. You know where the person lives, or where they hang out, or how, give us the nuts and the bolts of it.
We always go to the person that you're the closest with, who's also a maid guy or a captain or whatever he is. And he's the guy who's going to set you up. Mm-hmm. He's going to call you into a meeting, you trust him, you come into the meeting, and you'll find 2-3 guys in there and you get worked.
Right.
So it all determines on what the situation is. Of course, we know we are in each other's houses, in and out of each other's houses like good fellas. I mean, we know where we live. We want to keep it away from in front of a family member, in front of a woman, in front of legitimate people, so nobody gets hurt, other than you. So we try to do all those things. It depends on the situation.
So how did this one play out?
He was told that he was going to be used on a hit, that he was going to kill somebody. This guy, Johnny Gamarano, a made guy that John Gotti hated, and Nino. And he was called to a club to talk about the hit. The hit was on him, and he died in that club.
And does he have, how long, I mean, again, I only know what I see from movies. Is it sort of instantaneous that he realizes it's him and he's dead, or is there
You
some
don't even realize
discussion?
it. If the guy comes up behind him and shoots him in the back of the head, you're dead instantly. There's no suffering, there's no pain, there's no nothing. You just completely collapse. You're dead. Especially if it's a high-powered, if it's a 357 Magnum in the back of the head, it just blows your fucking brains out. You're dead instantly. There's no suffering, there's no nothing. If I had to die, I would rather die like that than of cancer or anything else. It is instantaneous.
Dana Gould.
Should we play Huel now at the zoo? In 1983, we're going back to Huel as a teenager.
There he is.
It's a monkey, a chimpanzee, 1983.
Oh, there he is.
So much fun.
A lot of
to come to the
pastels.
LA
Amongst the
Zoo.
children.
Bring all the family, all the kids. Spend the day looking at the animals. They're the elephants, the mountain goats. You can watch a bear take a bath. And the monkeys will keep you amused for hours. They're all so cute.
But by the way,
Certainly, I haven't watched a bear take a bath since Labor Day weekend at Wilford Brimley's.
is this programming for learning disabled 7-year-olds? Like this is for adults. Like it's
Well, but also, Huel has never met a shirt that he won't tuck in.
That's right.
It's just like, untuck that thing. Chill out.
When he goes to the dentist and gets X-rays and they give you that lead vest, he's like, "All right, let me get my doctor's open."
Just that guy is buttoned down.
He tucks in every shirt. You're right, but he can pull it off.
Yeah, all the loose sexuality of Jack Webb.
So Huel is now going to talk to a nun.
Yeah, young Huel
about warthogs.
A lot of people would say they're ugly. What would you say?
I think they're ugly. I do think
All
so.
of God's creatures are ugly.
Can you say something nice about the warthog?
Their coloring is very soft gray. That is lovely.
That's good.
The color's gray.
Can you say something nice about the warthogs?
Like this?
Or do you say they deserve whatever they can?
It's not, obviously it's not a scripted show, but when you walk up to a nun randomly who's standing outside of a warthog pen at the zoo and ask her about one of God's creatures, you have to expect you're going to get an affirmative, right?
Yeah.
Let's say I wanted to shave a warthog and try to enroll it in a public school. Or take someone from a public school and make them my own warthog.
And Dan Dunn.
Speaking of porn, I just bought the Oculus Quest 2. VR.
Oh.
Yeah.
Does it have all the POV stuff?
That's the sole reason I bought it.
Does it have like Japanese blow doll?
No.
Don't
What's
need it.
the Oculus Quest?
It's a VR goggles. So what happened was I was mentioning to a friend of mine, I texted him because I noticed that we both liked the same adult film star on Instagram. And I said, man, she's so unbelievably beautiful. And he said, have you ever...
Who is she? We gotta look
Lana
her up.
Rhodes. She's out of the game now, but Lana Rhodes. She's stunning, right? So, and he said, have you ever seen her VR porn? And I said, no, I've never seen VR porn, period. He texted me. And by the way, these are two grown men having this text exchange.
Sure.
He says, buddy, it's a game changer. How did you make it through COVID without it? He goes, you got to get it. You got to get it. I said, all right. So I go on and I buy this thing for $300 or whatever. And have you ever done it? Has anyone ever done it?
No.
No.
Yeah, that's her.
Lana Rhodes.
Lana Rhodes. And so you get these goggles
She's
and
attractive.
you put them on, and it's like it's kind of crazy. Like like you put them on and they go even lean in. If they lean into your right ear and they go, oh baby. it'll be in your right ear. And you're like,
Wow.
no, I'm not kidding you. Like when I got it, I was like, I'm never leaving the room again.
Does it come with like a fleshlight?
No, it come with two hand things like this. And here's the problem. I'm not joking you. I've had to get good with my left hand with the thing because I'm right-handed, and I'm like, I got to try to and jump around, and it's great.
That's called the stranger.
But what I would love to do is if someone ever walked in on me, like if someone walked in, I'm in my bedroom.
Oh, they've been there.
And you got to kind of sit up straight, because if you lay down all the way, then you can't see down, because you can see it's like 360, right?
Really what your angle is.
Yeah, so you have to sit up so you can look down when you're doing missionary, so
You've
you can
got to. There's no other choice.
Yeah, and so
No way you can just close your eyes and beat off like our forefathers did. It's impossible.
It's compulsory.
It's mathematically
I'm
impossible.
telling you, man, get it.
But this has ruined you now for just like Adam said, like going analog.
But here's what's weird. I'm already kind of getting sick of it, because it's such a production, because you got to put it on and you got your band on the thing. And then like if I start, this is so graphic, but if I start, like if I need to like re-lube, then I have to like take the goggles off and reach over. Yeah, it's a whole thing.
For Ace Awards, is this going in best guest or most uncomfortable moment?
It's going in both.
Yeah.
Oh. Wait a minute. Did I...
Fortuitous.
Best guess. Oh, I don't have... I can't find the envelope.
Oh.
Huh? Looking down?
It's a 6-way tie.
It's on the ground.
Oh, it's on the ground. I don't think that's it.
Nope.
No, that's something
That's
that
Dawson.
fell
It should
out.
be in there.
Got Song of the Year.
This is
Oh, man. We're
This is
having a
a
Warren Beatty
Jimmy
type
Kimmel
moment.
Oscar moment.
There it is.
Sorry. All right. Got put into the mix. All right. Best guess.
Oh, the big one.
And the winner is... Huh? Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, my God.
Sorry. Okay. Now I put the wrong thing. Best guess. Dan Dunn, everybody.
Well deserved.
Someone who will truly appreciate this honor.
He will. All right. We move on to our seventh rant of the year, and then we'll declare a winner.
Our seventh nominee for Rant of the Year, bowing to the woke mob.
It's not their fault. It's your fault. Stop apologizing to them. Stop listening to them. Stop kowtowing to them. Stop bending to them. They're nothing. They barely exist. There's 10 guys. How many Latino people want to be called Latinx? 0%. Why are we talking about Latinx? Because a handful of fucking white people told us we had to. Is it their fault? No, it is not their fault. They are fucking narcissistic pricks who do not recognize a finish line. It is not their fault. Everybody in the Latina community, Latino, Latinx, Latino, Chicano, everyone fucking pipe up and tell them to shut the fuck up. And the rest of the white people need to tell them to shut the fuck up. Because look no further than Latinx. Somebody invented this word called Latinx 19 months ago. For some reason, it's a thing, except for no Latino wants to be called Latinx, and 3/4 of the white people don't give a fuck either. So how has it got traction? Because we let them get traction. We let them do it because we're scared. Because if you said, I don't want to call anyone Latinx, oh, then you're a racist. So now shut up. And now the 5 people with the fucking bullhorn get their way. Well, what I'm saying is, people, it's not their fault. They're doing what they would do. What do you fucking think the Taliban does? They do as much as we let them do. Well, look at them. These guys are barbarians. They're beheading women. They're throwing acid in the face of schoolgirls just for reading. They're attacking. Yes, they're doing what they do. It's our job to kill them. It's our job to shut them down. They will keep doing what they keep doing. This is it. This is everything. They will tear down every statue. They will come up with a new name for Latino every 10 minutes. They will start adding letters to the LGBTQ community. They'll add 3 letters. You fuckers don't go along with it. Don't go along with it. That's what I'm saying. Stop it. It's your fault. You're letting them do it. I've been yelling about this. I've put a fucking trash can over my head and yell into it for 10 fucking years. I'm not doing it. Thankfully, fucking 5 people have woken up and they're starting to knock it off. You know, when you lost Bill Maher, you're losing. You're losing the mainstream, the core of your constituency. You're losing them now, but you've lost even Bill Maher at this point. Please. Stop going along with this fucking idiocy. And yes, you will be called a racist. They call black people racist who disagree with them. They call Larry Elders and Uncle Tom, Candace Owens a racist. Of course, they'll call everyone. There'll be a middle-aged fucking blue-eyed white chick calling Candace Owens a racist because she doesn't go along with their horse shit. Please, there's no end, people. Just fucking stop going along with it. Just stop it. Stop it. Tell my fucking son every 10 seconds, when you go to school, take your mask off. Make them tell you 3,000 times to put your mask on. Every day. Every day. Do what Mike August does. Every commercial flight, have them tell you 1,500 times before you take off to put your mask back on. Just fucking do it, because these people don't stop. There is no end game for them. Oh, do they love masks? Do they love Latinx? What do they love more, Latinx or masks? You want to know what the answer is? They don't give a fuck about either one of them. They want to tell you what to do. Ooh, that was inspired. The money's on the last one of the year.
A lot of good choices.
All right, rant of the year.
You're gonna rub Adam with your massager.
Is bowing to the woke mob.
Strong finish.
Well, I want to say before we wrap. So first off, thanks Lynch and thanks Dawson, and I think it's just Lynch and Dawson.
I think probably Chris and Gio.
Everybody else did a bit of work.
Yeah, all the folks that made this possible. But just how about the fact that here we go into our 13th year
Holy crap.
of this fantasy job that didn't exist. It couldn't exist without you guys listening, without you guys. You know, we go to the shows. It's the dad got the son into it. The son got the dad into it. The woman listens while she's hiking, and she got her friends into it. That's the only way this crazy made-up fantasy job exists. So thank you. Gina, would you like to say goodbye and good night to the audience?
You know, it's funny because I tell people, because it's absolutely true. I can't believe in February I will be here 7 years. I still feel new. Oh, thank you, Dawson. And I'm so grateful that this is our job. I am so lucky. I look forward to it every day. Thank you.
Thank you. And Brian?
I got nothing. No, I listening back some of those clips, you could hear it in my voice. I think I've been sick for the better part of 2 years, and looking forward to bigger and better things next year. A better show all around, certainly for me, and I think it'll be reflected in the Ace Awards.
So, until next time, this is Adam Carolla for Dawson and Lynch and Max Zapata and Kaylin and all the people that helped on the Ace Awards, and Gina Granball, Brian saying mahalo.
The 2021 Ace Awards were produced by Mike Dawson and Mike Lynch. Co-producers Chris Loxamana, Matt Fondelier, Gary Smith, Kaylin Bean, Emmy Funes, Ryan Smith, and a special thank you to archivist, superfan Giovanni. Orchestra and score for the Ace Awards, thanks to Extreme Music. The Ace Awards were produced on Avid Pro Tools, edited on Adobe Audition, and recorded using Rode microphones. Catering for the Ace Awards by Overrated Salmon of Alaska. Hotel accommodations by Lynch's new 4,000 square foot house. Fuck you, Mike August. Travel to the Ace Awards furnished by your Seattle-based flight crew.
Wow. How do
Strong
we
ending.
choose? All right, I'm opening it up. Best reenactment. Pete Holmes, 7-Up recording session.
Well deserved.
I had no idea what that bit was when I heard Pete Holmes' 7-Up recording session. I had no recollection of it.